He's coming home. He's coming home. He's coming.
It's coming.
Rob's coming home. He's coming home. He's coming home. He's coming. Big Rob's coming home. Yes, guys. Yes, people. Welcome back to another live stream. Welcome back to another video for you guys today. And it's finally the announcement that we've wanted to drop. And I know it hasn't been given the Here We Go by Fabrizio Romano. We haven't seen him holding up the Chelsea shirt yet. But it's done. It's finished. It's over. We have finally found a number 9. Romelu Lukaku is coming to the bridge. Oh, my day's just getting better and better. Is this who I think it is in the stream as well? Yes, it is. Yes, bro. What are you telling me, G?
Who's got a new number 9? Come on, the Chelsea.
We got a fucking new number 9. What are you telling me?
I'm hyped, bro. I'm hyped. To be fair to you, you've been saying it. You didn't say we will get Lukaku over Haaland, but you've always said you prefer him. So fair play. I hope you're happy.
I'm gassed,
I am
man.
pleased. Big up Marina, by the way. All of the hate she got, like, what, a week ago? Everyone losing their heads. Now we're paying 15 million less than everyone thought. I'm very happy.
This is, yeah, we haven't even got to that yet. This is still under £100 million for Romelu Lukaku. So there still isn't even a transfer record. Marina has done it yet again. People are saying we're overpaying for Romelu Lukaku if we got anywhere near what the Erling Haaland deal was meant to be. We haven't gone near it. I think there's still a 50 million difference as a minimum. And she's already managed to pull that out. This is before bonuses. There might still be bonuses involved in the deal. But still, the base fee is going to be under £100 million. So, guys, take that in. All you guys who are saying Marina out in the comment section the last few weeks, I need to see either hella Marina ins in the comment section or I want to see apologies. Because, seriously, I told everybody, stop panicking. There is no reason. If we don't get Erling Haaland, we go and get Romelu Lukaku. If we don't get either of them, we give Kai Havertz the keys. That's it. We're not getting bums. We're not getting bit part strikers. We're not bringing in Danny Ings as a number 1 striker option or fucking Vlahovic or anybody else who has a question mark on their name. We're getting the finished article, or that is it. We're done.
I actually think this includes add-ons. At least that's what Goal said. Goal said that this 115 million euros is including add-ons.
And there's also a fact that I think Inter owe him salary because they've been so broke.
They haven't been paying him.
And I think that Chelsea are going to pick up that salary that hasn't been paid as kind of a thing to get the ball moving on this. I think that was the final thing. I heard one report at least. I don't know if it's true. Also, they owe us money for us buying Lukaku.
What?
Yeah, they do.
They're like £2 million.
They owe us money.
£2 million because every time we had every club that he was at between a certain age gets a percentage every time he's sold. Or
yeah, it's like a development kind of fee type thing. So like the clubs that a player was at when he was young in his development years. I think it's until 21. Maybe it's until 23. I think 21. They get I think a 10% cut, and then all of those years between 16 and 21 get cut into percentages. And because he was with us for a part of that, we get 2 million out of the money that we pay for him back again.
So all future transfers we get a small percentage of?
Yeah.
Of Lukaku, yeah.
Is this a thing we're doing for all of our loan players? Because then it would make sense that we use the loan army in this way.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know the ins and outs. It was just reported. It was kind of funny because, again, it's one of those things that everybody's losing their mind. Oh, we're going to give United so much money. Well,
no one gives a shit, man. I don't care about United getting them. They can get their money. They still ain't got a number 9 or a number 9 at the level that we have right now.
Or a 6 or any center backs or any full backs.
If they want to,
they have a center back. To be fair, let's not slag Varane off too much.
Oh, no, I don't think Varane is that. I think Ramos was the.
100%. But he's still decent. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, he's better than what they had. I mean, if you have garbage and you move up to slightly less garbage, you have better garbage?
Still just garbage.
It's still garbage, though.
Big
Yeah,
up
I'm trying to
Julian
say
saying,
something.
one
Sorry.
sec, Wayne. Big up Julian saying, give Marina the Ballon d'Or on superb negotiation skills. Seriously, she needs to, when her time at Chelsea's done, she needs a statue at this point. The only way, no, wait, I'll hold that because I want to see how much we sell Bakayoko for. Because if she can get anything above 50 million for him, then the statue needs to be made immediately. Big up Artem as well, saying so much for Haaland being only 30 million more. We would have only spent probably 100 more million on the Haaland transfer overall. Save 50 million, use it on Koundé. Speaking of Koundé, he is going to be our next target as soon as the Lukaku news is done. We're going to go and we're going to turn to getting him into the club as well. And that's regardless of what happens with Kurt Zouma. We could keep Zuma at the club and bring in Koundé. It isn't going to have any impact on the transfer. Regardless of what's going to happen, Koundé should be the next transfer within the next, I'd say, week or so, especially with how quick we've moved on the Lukaku news. I think we had our first surprise move for him on somewhere between July the 27th to 1st of August. We're in the 7th of August, and the transfer is basically done. I think there's a small discussion about add-ons, but the base fee is done now. And we should be expecting an announcement within the next 24 hours, and we should expect to see Lukaku holding a Chelsea shirt within the next 2 days.
You know, with the Bakayoko, I'm pretty sure she's already made the money on Bakayoko for loans, because we always had like 5-10 million each time, and he's been, how many years has it been? Like 2 years? 2, 3?
3 years,
We
I
loaned him
think.
out to AC Milan, Napoli, and Monaco.
So 3 years.
Yeah. So yeah, he's been loaned out for like 10 million or so, like every time, and we bought him for what, 35 million? Was it?
Yeah, it was around.
Although I
I'm trying
do
to
think we always paid some of his wages wherever we loaned him out to. Like, I don't think any of the clubs paid his full wages. So there was still a little bit of paying for us to do. But yeah, no, the loan fees definitely made up for a lot of it.
And big up to the number one Chelsea fan in the panel today, streaming under not so ideal conditions, Mr. Wayne Molds. Big up to you, sir.
Get well soon as well, my bro, man. I hope you're
Thank
all good.
you. I just want to say thank you to everyone obviously on the panel who gave me good well wishes, and everyone in the comments who's been giving me good well wishes, and everyone. It means more than you know. I just want to say thank you, and obviously it's a big thank you to Lewis, because there's a lot of things people don't realise, that he's been an absolute rock for me at the moment, and he deserves a lot of support and love. So please show him that as much as you can do it, please, because he deserves it, and all of the rest of them. And don't worry, I know Jesters has got a dry sense of humour, but when you're our age, you'll get to know it. It's just, yeah, it's not great having.
Bro, I hope you can
with,
see all the love you're getting in the comment section, by the way.
Yeah, I'm seeing it.
No,
It means more than you ever can imagine.
All your flowers, man, and you deserve it, bro.
But please,
All
guys,
these flowers, you better hope you don't have hay fever, bro.
I hope so.
Please.
That'd be the worst end to this week.
please, guys. I know you might be upset, some of you, because of Haaland, but life's too short. Please don't be negative. Let's be positive. Let's keep on supporting our club in the right manner, because life's too short. Trust me, I would know. I didn't think I'd be here today, and I am. So let's be positive around and show your love to everyone, because there isn't too much hate in this world. We start loving each other.
Damn right, man.
Big up yourself, Wayne. Big up
I'm
yourself.
just glad you're good, bro.
Big up yourself, Wayne.
I'm really glad you're good, man.
Send prayers your way, brother.
What you were saying in the comments section. I'm not going to the Super Cup. I'm leaving that. It's just too much. I don't even think there's any hotels around Belfast now. They've all been sold out, so I'm leaving it. Rather stream anyway.
Plus, there's no alcohol there. You know the locals drink it all up.
Oh, I thought you were talking about in the ground. Because I know
I was like, have you heard of Ireland? No booze.
Between the locals there and just a 2,000 to 4,000 Chelsea fans in the ground, I wouldn't be too surprised, to be honest. But I can't even get Magnums there, so what's the point? Not worth it for me personally.
Oh, hold on. Are we talking about the Magnum alcoholic beverage or the Magnum condoms?
Alcohol.
I didn't think he was going to say condoms.
Yeah, there's a brand of Magnum condoms.
Okay, I
Oh,
never
44 caliber in
You're
that.
gonna talk to me about the ice cream or some shit.
That's what I was thinking too.
I thought he was talking about, let's not get Lewis demonetized, but, things that Americans use.
Things
Oh
are
my
American.
god. Yeah.
Oh,
This is Jester's.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know what you're on about.
Chester, man.
Chester didn't even know he made like 15 puns at once.
Lewis, so we get Lukaku done in time for the finals. I think we have until Tuesday, 12 p.m.
For
to
the
register the
provisional squad.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we got enough time.
I thought they had to be registered by Sunday. What happened about that?
I heard
didn't know that.
Tuesday. I think it was CFC Daily that said it on the timeline.
Yeah.
But
Well, then
if he only turns up Tuesday, there's no chance he plays. Like, do you know what I mean? Maybe he'll come on, but there's no chance he starts. If he
I don't
comes
know,
Tuesday.
he's match fit. He's asked Inter Milan to take him out of the lineup for their game against Parma tomorrow. So
Yeah, I'm hoping we announce it Monday so he can train Tuesday.
Monday. Yeah, I could see that happening. But tomorrow, would there be training tomorrow, or would it just be traveling to Belfast?
No,
I don't know. When are we traveling?
There's a game today against a local side, and it's a close game behind
those
the
doors
close
friendly.
door. Yeah.
I think it's just between themselves. I think it's just small-sided.
Yeah, it's
teams.
inter squad.
Yeah. It's against the under 23s. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's another friendly the day after the Crystal Palace match against I think Weymouth, or is it Wickham?
Yeah, Weymouth.
Weymouth.
Yeah, Weymouth.
Where is Weymouth? You English people, tell me.
It's south side, nearby the Bournemouth and Southampton.
Look at your father. Man's
Yeah,
knowing
what's
his
it?
geography. Come on.
I ain't got a clue. No chance.
Wrexham.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, you barely
Wrexham.
know what Manchester is, so
I don't ever want to be there. Never.
Bro, we done Southampton away and Bournemouth away. Come on. So
Yeah, but like those are just get to the ground and get out. Like we never really stay in those cities. We don't even stay for away days. Just in and out all the time.
true.
Oh, yeah.
But this one will also potentially start the transfer merry-go-round of Zapata going into Milan and then Tammy Abraham going to Atlanta. I know there's meant to be meetings between Chelsea and Atlanta on Monday for the transfer, but the biggest question mark for me is the what is it? The fucking
Wages.
the player wages. That's it, because Tammy wants 130k a week, and I don't think they pay that. But I haven't even had to look at Atlanta's wage structure. Give me a second.
I mean,
can get that out.
I
Well,
haven't
it's
looked at it either, but I can't imagine that they pay players a lot of money. My only thought is basically that he wants 120, 130 if he's not a starter. But if he goes somewhere and knows he'll play, he's okay with less money. Do you know what I mean?
That paid player is Mati Aldara for 71k, and he wants 130k a week, which is I think 100.
Bro, your mic is
One
it's a
second.
I
little
thought
bit
so.
Yeah, you're lagging.
manky. Yeah.
Is that my mic?
It's either your mic or you're lagging a little bit.
And I thought I'd be
It's
the one
fine now,
lagging in
I
this room.
think.
You got too many tabs open. Are you using Chrome?
See, Jester's a smart one on the channel.
I am in the IT industry.
Might be tabs. One second.
Yeah,
Chrome
it's
needs to-
good now, bro. It's good now.
Yeah.
Just say
Yeah,
that
yeah.
that guy's name again, because I didn't hear
I'm
it.
still gonna go through a few of these tabs. There's one.
Big up
okay.
Flawless.
Man's still closing tabs.
Big up Flawless. Yeah, there's
There's
a
a
lot
lot.
of tabs.
Site, that's the
Allow
problem.
me, allow me.
It's a dirty site.
Fucking hell,
You know what
man.
he's like.
Lewis
What
still
do you
has
mean
tabs open
dirty
when we signed
sites,
Hubbard.
That's true.
Trust me, man. Fucking hell. All right, clear that.
Big
That
up,
should be
Josh.
enough.
Josh in the comments.
Josh, I sent you the link,
Big up,
man. Hop
Josh.
on. I said my
And
mic
everyone's
is low.
asking-
It should be fine.
Everyone's asking in the chat, I had a heart attack, and that's what's the problem. But I hope be touchwood on the men soon. And don't worry, I'm not going to be gone too much because I think Lewis will go insane without me, you know. You need someone to wind him up.
Yeah, definitely, man.
I know,
definitely.
we'd all go insane without you, Wayne.
Big up Nikhil as well, saying selling Ziyech is selling Salah 2.0. I don't really see that, man. Like, to be honest, Salah looked way worse at Chelsea than Ziyech did for starters, and he's way too old to have that sort of development that Salah did too. I wouldn't want to see us sell Ziyech, but he is also one of those that if we do sell, I'd understand. So I don't really care too much about it.
Can you actually tell me where's this rumor coming from? Because the only time I ever hear about Ziyech going to AC Milan is when I see your stream tweets. I've never seen it anywhere else. So where is this coming from?
Where was the link? Because Jester, you sent it to me. Here it is. Okay, cool. I think Andreas Kors reported it. He said AC Milan will make an offer for Ziyech after selling players. The deal can only be completed in the case of a mandatory purchase by Milan. The loan is likely for a year, and Lukaku's arrival to Chelsea will facilitate the transfer of Ziyech to AC Milan. It sounds like he's going to be a loan with an obligation if they go for him. But it would have to be something at the very least over 40 million euros because Chelsea would look to try and get profit out of it.
And I just can't see AC Milan affording that.
Neither can I.
35 million pounds.
Next season, maybe, but not now.
Yeah, but they've got Champions League this year, so.
Yeah, this year, but they need it again to afford him, I suppose.
Yeah, but if he has Ziyech on loan this year with Giroud,
true.
And Inter's going to drop off, right? Because they're not going to have Lukaku. And if Atalanta does sign Tammy, you know they're going to drop off because he can't score. So yeah,
that's outrageous.
You know,
that's outrageous.
Well, you got put some propaganda in there, but so yeah, look, it's not my reports. Everybody gets mad at me when I put stuff like that out. But it's not me. I don't report these things. All I do is go through Twitter and find all these reports on all our players, and we've had Ziyech reports leaving this whole summer from multiple different journalists. So all I can say is there's not been these reports on any of our other players, right? You know, other than the ones that we know that we think were like Tammy and all of those that they have slated to go out. But you don't see them about Callum anymore. You don't see them about Timo. You don't see them about Pulisic. Why do you keep seeing these reports on Ziyech? There's just...
Well, I think he was the most likely one to go, but we never really saw reports. Well, maybe you did. I didn't see reports on Timo. I saw some like loose talk. I didn't see anything on Pulisic. Cho, we saw those talks, but that has died down, right? So I mean, it seems like Ziyech is the most likely one.
I don't see Chelsea selling him, like unless it's 35. Unless it's 35 million plus, then they might. But if it's not enough, I can't see us loaning him out. Like he's a 28-year-old for starters, and there's no like confirmed they're gonna actually buy the option to buy, so they just could use it just as a loan.
Unless he really wants to go, you know, that's the.
I don't think Ziyech does though. Like, I don't think Ziyech wants to go though. I think he wants to fight for his position though. He's a very like in this preseason. Obviously, I know you can only take preseason with a pinch of salt, but he's looking very good. Like tricks, flicks, goals. Like just
he looks happy, man. He looks
looking very good.
Yeah,
and I want to see a second season with him.
So
it's just that obviously by having Lukaku. But by having Lukaku, Havertz turns more into that right inside forward rather than the 9, right? So we have like an extra player in that position, which is kind of Ziyech's problem.
Yeah, well, he's not taking the starting spot, but he's a great profile, I think, to have in the team because we don't have anybody like him.
Oh, no, I 100% agree with you. It's just a case of we still have Pulisic and Hudson-Odoi behind them and Timo. So like we have 3 players for 2, like 3 extra players for 2 positions if you assume that Mount, Lukaku, Havertz is the starting 3. So I see how it's a problem, but with how he's played, like I don't know who said it, but whoever said it, with how he's playing pre-season, you wouldn't mind keeping him for a year.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, keep him for another year, see what happens. I think he's going to improve from that season. Like, it's just the first season for a new player to come in. So just wait and see second season, I feel like, with Chelsea. And it just adds to our squad, like, depth-wise, like, rotated. Like, he's a good player to have. Like, we see the qualities he has. So I can't see it. I can't see Chelsea thinking that way either.
Yeah.
I hear that. My only question is, like, if we're playing with 3 up front, I'm really not sure how much game time he gets for the season anyway.
No,
I will
really impressed, and he does have the quality to do that. It's just I feel like it's very unlikely us bringing Lukaku into the side. We still have to accommodate for Kai Havertz, Mason Mount will be coming in and out of the squad. So will Timo Werner. There'll be so many options.
But Ziyech would do well with Lukaku. You think of Lukaku will feed off the Ziyech's balls better than probably anyone else that we've got, because he can pick the deep balls out, the crosses that the other players can't do at the moment. So,
sorry, go ahead.
I'm not sure, because even though that we have got players like Reece James and Ben Chilwell, Alonso, other players that can probably cross the balls in, but I think Ziyech is probably the bit of the X factor that could eventually help us do well with Lukaku. With Lukaku coming out, so in my opinion, I wouldn't want to get rid of Ziyech at the moment. But saying that, if there's a better offer on the table, there's no point just turning it down, because we've got so many players in that position.
Lewis, you said about like you can't see us rotating, but if you saw Tuchel like halfway through the season where you had with us, he rotated a lot. I think he will rotate. Like, he likes rotating, and I think he will have 2 formations as well.
I'm not saying won't rotate. Well. I'm saying how much game time would he expect to have?
I reckon above 2,000 minutes easily.
No.
No?
Well, maybe so. We have a lot of games.
Remember, guys, we got
Mount have 2,300 last season.
Yeah, we got a lot of games to go through the season.
I think he had 30. I thought Mount had over 3,000 minutes last season.
Or maybe it was just in the league, 2,300 then.
So, again, you're talking about somebody who has started every game for how many years? Why do you think Ziyech? Why do you think he okay, but starters in most sports don't usually like to become non-starters. That's just the way it is. They have ego.
Especially
of course,
they're hitting their prime just now.
Yeah, so, again, not my reports, just what the news is saying. So understand that there has to be something behind all of these stories. So
there doesn't have to be, but there is noise. There's smoke. The question is, how intense is the fire? I bet you a lot of this was just pre-planning in the case that he did want to move, or there were talks being sounded out like, hey, if he doesn't have a good preseason, if he doesn't feel like he's bonding with the squad, and he wants an out at the end of the transfer window, let's get something kind of not even lined up, but just start putting feelers out. And I bet you that generated some rumors. But if you look at the preseason, if you look at all the every piece of media that I see coming out with Hakim or the Ziyech in it, he's joking. He looks so much more happy than he did last season. He looked so cagey last season. He didn't want to talk on the media. He was always mumbling and kind of tucking in his chin, all those kind of I don't want to talk body language things. Now he's expressive. He's joking with everybody. I think he's kind of comfortable now. Got a great preseason under his belt. I think he's in Tuchel's plans because he changes the nexus of our attack from the left-hand side to the right, and he slots into that 10 position. Again, certain teams will need that. So, there's no reason that he doesn't get minutes, and I don't see that there's any reason he leaves this season.
Well, other than the reports of him leaving this summer.
Yeah.
Well, if it happens, I'll have to eat my words, right?
Right. So, again, not my words.
Ziyech seemed like one of those chances where it's like, if we end up selling him, I don't think it massively hurts the club. But I still wouldn't necessarily want to get rid of him. And I do think that there's still room for improvement with him. I don't think he's finished at the Premier League. I don't think it doesn't suit him or anything like that. We saw when he first started playing, he was amazing against low blocks. And that could be something that Tuchel could try to work around as well. It's just we played a different system when he came back from injury. There's a quality player in there. It's just the same way we have a strong attack, and we're now just adding more to it with Romelu Lukaku coming into the club. There's going to be more competition for places. If we lost one winger, it's not the end of the world for us.
Yeah, we're not selling him. Don't worry, we're not selling him. I mean, it's just
No, he's going to be alone this year, and then we're going to sell him next year.
even if alone this year, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
Jester,
Chester, do you want blood or something?
We're
Do you
bringing
want blood? Just come to me. I've got loads that come in my body at the moment.
No. I've had enough blood transfusions in my life to span 2 lifetimes. So
I'll have some blood if it's going.
you should. Again, people, I know nobody wants him sold because he's had a good preseason, but it's preseason. How many good preseasons did Ross Barkley have?
It's not because of preseason. It's because we just signed Lukaku. We just signed Lukaku.
I'm just saying, maybe not everybody, but there's a lot of people say, he's had a great preseason.
Yeah.
We're not going to sell him. What does that have to do with a regular season?
Justin, for me, I never try to throw off one player for one season or any player after one season. They got to give him a second season. And now you sign Lukaku, who's going to literally probably thrive off as well. And yeah, of course, it adds on. He's having a good preseason, so you want to see where it goes from there.
And we're talking
That's how I
about
see it.
one of the best crossers of the ball. And we just signed one of the strongest and best aerial, one of the best strikers with the best aerial ability in the game. Like, why would we just risk losing one of our best crossers for that? Like,
I don't know. He's retarding Cho's development.
Bro, nah.
You don't even like Cho.
Now I know it's all banter.
Justin, you know
You're trying to use Cho.
You didn't show a vested interest in Hudson-Odoi's development now, did you?
I've just taken
Super
this out
concerned,
of. I mean, it's it's one of those things that people say. So why not?
Yeah.
Does everyone actually think that the way Ziyech crosses is that useful for Lukaku? You know how Ziyech always crosses like far post, close to the byline. Like, is that where Lukaku's going to run? Because that's not the usual striker run. That's why you usually need your left forward to do that. So I'm not sure whether what Ziyech usually does. Of course, he can adapt his crossing, but I'm saying how he's crossed since coming. Lukaku is not going to get on the end of many of those.
But I bet we'll change up our patterns of play to fit profile. I trust Tommy on that one.
Josh saying this guy
You need to
Chester
put
won't be
Ziyech on the left
satisfied.
to make it work. But sorry, go on.
Yeah, once safe for Josh saying this guy Chester won't be satisfied until Ziyech and Cho are gone. Shaking my head, Pulisic out. Can see the sarcasm, bro. But hurry up, man, and join the stream, man. Can't be arsed. I want to hear your voice. Big up Ken saying starters don't like the bench, but this is Chelsea. See, that's the mentality I want. You gotta compete for places regardless. I don't give a shit. And big up Kevin Fraser because I knew this one was coming. Champions of Europe. We know what we are. Big up yourself, my guy. Much appreciated for the reminder, as usual. You're not modded yet. Give me a sec. I will sort that. But yeah, like you were saying, Ziyech is, in terms of his crossing, he offers something that no one else does in the club. And it's those in-swinging crosses as well. And Lukaku can feed off them too. So I can see the opportunity of a link-up there. It's just, I feel like our strongest front three is going to be Havertz, Mountains, Lukaku, or it's going to be Timo Werner, Havertz, and Lukaku. I don't think we're going to get.
But once you get into the 60th minute of games where it seems like we're running out of options, you bring him off on the bench, and then you start just telling them, look, I know the Frank Lampard haters are going to hate it, but, just spam crosses into the middle. Like, I mean, we need it sometimes. Like you're talking about that's how Liverpool literally won the league. They just spammed crosses into the box. So I mean,
I wouldn't spam it like Liverpool do. Like I still want to try different things.
Plan B.
If we run out of options, like it's
last resort.
Like how last year we would just bring in Olivier Giroud and just start spamming crosses to him because it was just we ran out of options. So it's just having a bigger bodied striker with he's very fast as well. And he knows how to stay on side. It's going to be very useful.
Crucial skill.
Another thing Lukaku's got to bring, he's got to occupy probably 2 defenders at once. And literally in Timo, with amazing runs and everything running behind, you can have Kai Havertz running behind as well. He's just got to offer loads of things Lukaku as well.
Havertz's aerial ability has gotten a lot better throughout the season.
He scored 40-something goals in there, didn't he?
Yeah, especially Lukaku as well, man. He's gotten a lot better.
Oh, the chat is wild today.
What's going on?
No, everybody thinks that I actually make the decisions for Chelsea Football Club, that I want to sell him. I'm just telling you what the latest reports on our players are.
Backing it. That's the
Some
problem.
people, man.
Jester's a master at this, man.
You're not.
I didn't say that I want to sell him. When did those words come out of my mouth? I want to sell Ziyech.
We try to defend him, like, oh, but he's
They
going.
found you out,
You just
Jester.
said it.
You want to sell Hudson
they
Odoi?
found
Get it
you out.
right, guys. Come on.
Jester puts up
You
the bait.
know, fortunately, your cover score is gone. They know what you're on about now. All right, you can't fool anyone.
If they weren't so
I
fun
could
to trigger,
try.
he wouldn't do it.
Yeah, look, again, all I'm doing is reporting what is out in the ether. If you don't like those reports, go yell at those journalists who put them out there.
We will.
So someone
Yeah.
sent Jester a Chelsea kit with Hudson Odoi on it.
Sure, I'll
Send
wear
it.
it.
Yeah, right. Free jersey. Why not?
I don't.
Trolling was never so profitable.
And again, I don't dislike either player. All I'm saying is those are the reports. That's what's out there. Take it or leave it. If you don't believe them, fine. If you
I'm
believe
just
them, fine.
Totally
Doesn't-
innocent. Yeah,
It's not
no, I
me.
get you. Just reporting the facts. Just throwing out the information. Yeah.
Just throwing out the information. Do with it what you will. If you want to get mad at me, I don't care.
Spit it back at me.
I really don't care.
Oh man, I'm gonna throw the line out there, and if I get any bites, I'm gonna be very surprised.
But it is fun. It is nice to see how easy people are triggered about. And I'm guessing that most of these people were saying bad things about Ziyech last year when he wasn't doing anything. So just keep that in mind. I guess most of you probably slated him at one point last season. And now you're like, oh, he's the best thing since sliced bread because he had a good preseason. Preseason means absolutely nothing. Get it through your head. Preseason means nothing.
Except in the case of Danny Drinkwater, because now he's the second coming of Zidane.
True.
We'll give you that one.
Nah, put him in. Here low.
Javi and Zidane, yeah.
Pirlo, no, that's more, man.
Hey, Lewis, if Danny Drinkwater keeps out, what's his name, Declan Rice for 80 million, we're all good.
I
Saves
sent
us from that.
you the link
Dear
as well.
God, then we will have seen how far we have dropped as a club. Jesus Christ.
What do you mean?
Drinkwater is the reason we don't get signings. Good God.
No, not signings.
Now it won't be him.
What's his name?
It'll be his
Declan Rice for
120K a
80
week
million.
wages.
We're not getting Declan Rice.
Yeah, Declan Rice rumors are dead, though, right?
Top 5 CDM.
Oh, fuck, Javi, I forgot. Oh, shit, my bad. I'm getting everyone today. Allow me. I made this stream like late because I was waiting to see if there was any Lukaku news, and then everything came at once. Javi, where you at? There
Now you know how it is, Javi. He's letting
I
you know.
still find it weird that there's no stronger links to midfielders, you know? Like, we let Billy go. We literally don't have enough midfielders. Like, I find that weird.
Tuchel said we got room for one midfielder left in the squad.
No, he said one
So now
minimum, so he wouldn't even mind two.
Maybe
one minimum. Is that the direct quote?
So he said, yeah.
Okay, so
I bet we get
Tchouaméni's
Tchouaméni.
looking likely to come in anyway. So it could just be him, and then it could be, let's say we go for one of the youth players. Maybe we give Ruben another slot in the squad potentially. I think we look into the club for one option, and we go outside for another option.
Well, how about this? If you have Chalobah in the squad and you have Koundé in the squad, both of them can step in the midfield.
Yeah.
And play.
I'd rather
So-
than Ruben because we
Yeah,
don't.
but we also have Reece, and
Reece could do the
aside from
same
one
thing.
game never used that. So will he
So-
use that for someone else? Probably not.
It can happen. I think
Christensen can do it as well. Obviously, does it for Denmark all the time.
But we want one specialist.
Yeah, but for Reece and Christensen, it's more we need them at the positions they're at right now. Like we don't have better alternatives to them at right back and at center back. If you get what I mean. So putting them into CDM just hurts us a little bit more on the other side of it.
But his
For
third
one game?
Yeah, we won't
Two
have
games?
a reliable substitute or like a reliable substitute at right back or center back.
at like fourth string though, if we can just have cover at fourth string, I think it's okay to have these guys kind of like Koundé and Reece, you know, who we can put in multiple positions, but they have their preferred position. But we do need one more specialist at least, right? Like
Yeah.
Tchouaméni would be prime, honestly.
I mean, Tchouaméni, yeah, but the problem again, Tchouaméni needs time to get used to the system we play. So that's why I'm just a little. As long as he doesn't come in and start right away, I'm fine.
I don't think he would.
He needs to learn
I
the way we use.
I still feel like we need like a real DM, you know, not necessarily that I want him to start every game because I don't think we need it, but I think we need it as an option in the squad. And Tchouaméni doesn't fill that role either, and that's why I'm like, first of all, the Tchouaméni ones are like, it's kind of like there's a little bit of interest, but no one real serious has said, yeah, we're going after Tchouaméni. At least not that I've heard. Maybe I've just missed it.
The Athletic just tweeted as well. They've now put a post saying that that we've agreed a club record 150 million euros deal with Inter of the Lukaku transfer. They expect it to be a 195k a week contract after tax, which will make him the highest earner at Stamford Bridge. Talks between the two clubs stepped up on Friday, with Chelsea aiming to include fringe players to lower the sum involved, while Inter Milan were hoping to just get a cash deal. Chelsea determined to get the switch completed by Sunday night to ensure Lukaku is ready to start the Premier League season, and the compromise has been reached. Both sides will be happy with how negotiations have gone. Inter Milan received the total money in cash, while Chelsea have kept the fee under £100 million. And Lukaku also made it clear he was keen on a move back to Stamford Bridge early this week. So asked him why is Lukaku so interested in a move. It's understood that he's been generally happy at Inter Milan and in Serie A. But he said there's one club that he would move back to England for, and that was Chelsea, and our interest has proven too much. So it really was just a Chelsea thing. He said if it was Chelsea, he'd be happy to join. If it wasn't, then that's not happening.
Lewis,
all I'm thinking about now is that you said they're getting all the money in cash. So now I'm just thinking of Petr Cech and Marina turning up with loads of just suitcases of cash. Just turning up at Inter Milan's door like, here you go. Here's your £50 notes.
Bro, but the worry is apparently from the fan base is if it's a 5-year deal, how much are we going to sell him for 5 years? Oh no, you know?
Resale
value.
He doesn't have
5 years for nothing because then he's a free agent.
Such a dumb point.
I know. It's just, yeah, man.
Yeah, you hear it all the time.
Top
You don't
striker.
need Rice. Bakayoko's the best CDM in the world. Now, I know you're smoking budge, but I appreciate it anyway. No chance, man. Big up yourself anyway, though.
Did you notice something, by the way? Sorry. Did you notice something about Trevoh Chalobah, by the way, just to bring him back to that, yeah? I don't know, I'm going to read if I'm reading too much into it, but he was wearing number 24 in the friendly, yeah? That's obviously Reese's number. Like, I think for me, he's played in 2 preseason games. I think he's played the most minutes out of everyone in the squad. Like, he was very impressive. Like, I see him being hopefully a squad player, because I'm not going to lie to you, I was very, very impressed, man. Like, I think he fit well in the middle. Bro, even he played as a 6 for, what was it, Lorient. He was really good as well, man. So, listen, if we're going to buy a backup, he has to be better than Trevoh Chalobah. If he's not, then I want to keep Trevoh Chalobah.
But then if he's
the only
better,
way
you
that
start.
the only way that Chalobah stays on this team is if Zuma is sold. Okay, he'll be a center back first, and then he'll be the 4th choice center back, and then he'll be an option at CDM. But the only way he stays on this team is if Zuma goes. If Zuma does not go, I don't see Chalobah staying with the team.
Just because
and even then, he's 5th choice if you include Aspie as a centre back option.
Right.
Yeah.
I guess you could say
If
that.
Koundé comes.
No. I'm just saying, presuming we sign Koundé, which is everyone would.
So you guys don't see him as a 6 at all, yeah? Not a 6.
I see him as a 6.
I see him as
I don't.
No.
he can play
He can
both.
play there. He can play there, bro.
I agree. He can play there. So can Reese. But that's not where you're gonna play him most of the time.
Yeah. I don't
Primarily
think
center back, yeah.
Get game time there. But I see him as a very viable option as a 6. Say like we need somebody to sit, hold, and destroy, and let go attacking. I feel like he can play there, but I don't know if Tuchel's gonna do that. You know.
Yeah. Look, I love Aspie, but if we have to count on him to play 15 games in a row again, but we're doing something wrong because man should not have to play this many games. Like
that's what Koundé's for, isn't it? That's what Koundé's coming for.
Yeah, exactly. Like Aspie.
You think we're getting him?
Like the assistant coach just got, like when Ronaldo got injured in the Euros, just cheering everybody on because he should not be playing.
Big up Sasto saying, stop this resale value nonsense. We're a big club. We don't develop our players to sell them. finally Chelsea acting like a big club. I'm not sure if anyone said anything about resale value recently,
No,
but
I did.
I
was
fully
being
agree.
sarcastic.
We were just taking the piss. We were taking
People fell for it. Can't be asked. But yeah, I agree with everything you're saying. Nobody cares about resale value. If Lukaku takes us to trophies, we're going to get money off winning those trophies. Every round the Champions League, we'll get money out of that. Selling and loaning players in our team already, we're going to get cash out of that. We don't need to make resale value off Lukaku. I don't care.
And also, hold on, is that your picture? Because man, big props. That's damn.
Oh, FABRIZIO, here we go. 25 seconds ago.
Yeah, here we go.
Hey, come on.
No, really?
25 seconds ago, yeah.
Is it a fake account, man? Don't make us fall for this.
Here we go.
No, it's not a fake account.
No, he said it. He's actually tweeted it.
No, it's Fabrizio.
He's tweeted.
Here we go.
Yeah, we got the here we go. Romelu Lukaku to Chelsea, confirmed, and here we go. The agreement is set to be completed after further talks. 115 million euros to Inter, and no players included. Paperwork's to be signed once the details are fixed. Lukaku will sign a long-term contract for 12 million plus add-ons. It is done. It is over, guys. We have finally got a bagsman at the club. Let's fucking go, guys.
Hey, Johnny's
Real quick, we need to give mad props to this man Lewis because he was the only one
happening. You want to give anyone props? Give the props to the guy who said Chelsea were going to make this bid months ago. Wayne, this is for you, bro. I just said I wanted it.
Wayne and Lewis, bro. Just the only one. Everyone else was like, no, never.
I wanted Lukaku.
We refuse.
I want Lukaku. Like before that, Haaland. I never thought Haaland was realistic, but then I started to believe it. Once I think Lewis made me start to believe it.
Yeah, but
I wanted to.
We all did, man.
It was hard. It was hard. It was hard to not.
I think every round.
Lukaku over Haaland. I'm not gonna lie.
I honestly
I broke Lewis's heart when I said he might not go through. I thought, I broke his heart, and then he's still saying no, it's going to happen. No, not Haaland. It's going to be Lukaku.
Bro, with all due respect to all of our strikers in the past, yeah, like even the greats, have we ever had someone as potent as him up front? So honestly, you look at his numbers.
I don't know.
Of course. Drogba wasn't as potent as I think because he had so many injuries.
We got him.
He didn't play as much, but Lukaku always had big numbers. Do you know what I mean? Drogba had
I
moments
feel
where
like
he
that's
had
also because football has changed. Personally,
yeah,
of course.
The Premier League has changed, but.
I mean,
if you're comparing him to Drogba, we're already winning. Then I'm already winning. Yeah, it's a great comparison. Yeah,
I got one thing to say before the peasants pick up their pitchforks and torches to go kill the Johnny monster. First of all, let's understand that he's probably not in the best place right now. And a lot of, I'm not saying this fan base, but a lot of people just drove H. Grimes off Twitter, who's been very, very accurate because they didn't like the fact she was a woman. So let's think before we go in and try to mentally harm somebody. I mean, a lot of you talk about mental health days, and we just did a 2-game series on mental health, and you're going to go try to get under somebody's skin until they blow up. Why do that? Okay.
And also, if the first reaction that you have when we get announced that we're signing one of the best possible strikers that we could bring into this club is to go hound one of your fellow fans who's actually like enriches this community. You know, he's a character. You don't have to like him, but there's some great content out there with Johnny is at the heart of it. Okay, so if you want to just go bite the hand that feeds like that, it's on you, but it says more about you than it says about him.
Yep.
Johnny,
right. And the same thing for Sadiq as well. Guys, let's not go hound out Sadiq either too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people do that.
Hey, Johnny's modded now.
Life's too short, guys. Trust me, I would know. Life is too short. We can't keep on at each other. We've got to support each other in this community, no matter what. We're all got our different, see things differently with different favourite players, different way of going about things. But we're all the same. We all love the same club. We all love our Blue Army. We all love Chelsea. And we all got to support each other because we never know when we won't be able to do that again. So let's all just take it as time, support each other, and let's stop the violence, stop the mental violence, the physical violence to everyone. Let's support each other and show that love, because what people don't understand is we're all from different backgrounds. But look at us on this panel, we're all from different countries, different backgrounds, but we all still love our same same club, and that's why we got to know each other. And if it weren't for these guys and others who is not here, fortunately today, because they're doing other things, but I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't have to fight to carry on. So let's support each other.
I hear that. I do want to say, because it wasn't Johnny who got that shirt, but whoever got that Haaland shirt is in the mud. Whoever really got the Haaland shirt.
130 pounds, bro. That's
It's peak for them. I will say that, regardless. It wasn't Johnny who got the shirt. He just posted the photo of the shirt. So no one go for him and say that it was him.
Howler.
Big up Comedy Blues TV saying, "Oh, Romelu Lukaku." I can't lie. If that's the chant we have for Lukaku, I'll be so disappointed with our fans.
No, y'all gotta do better than that.
Gotta do
Y'all gotta do
Please
better
come up
than
with a
that.
good song.
Because that's like
good
the
song, real good song we had.
that we've made
Was
that chant
Ruben,
for.
who never plays, and William is left.
Yeah, I gotta come up with that slogan
Chant.
like Everton did for Yakubu.
United had the most weirdest chanting
Well,
with
I swear to
Lukaku,
you,
actually.
bro.
If you know, you know.
Hey,
the
yeah,
William-
they got in trouble for that chant. Oh, we're
Yeah.
gonna make it.
Bro,
We're
the
gonna
William
make
chant,
it.
If we do that,
We're
I
good. Don't worry
swear.
about it.
I swear. The William chant elevated the player himself, like made him a better player. Honestly, I don't know. Like
The chant
made
is
him a
more
better player
iconic than the
mine.
player ever was for
I
us.
swear, bro, it's mad. It's a great chant, though, to be fair.
Like
Yeah,
that's half the reason why the match-going fans still fucked with William for so long,
Yeah.
because his chant cussed out Tottenham. If it weren't for that, they would have hated him by 2017, the same way everyone else did.
True.
But do you guys
Timo's got a
think?
good chant, no offense, and Hudson-Odoi.
Do you
They
guys
both got
think
good
now?
chants.
Timo and Cho have good chants. Kai Havertz's one's meant to be good as well, but that's not taken
I think
off. Yeah.
Timo's is nice, even though he's disappointed sometimes, but it's nice. Sorry, Fata. Anyway, do you guys think now that we almost done for Lukaku, we're gonna get Koundé?
Yes, 100%.
Koundé's done next.
Yeah, we need these news to come out rapid fire now, because
All right.
I've waited 2 months. Now we've signed the striker. Now please get these other positions.
Now, Koundé, you believe in Koundé? Do you think we have space for one more, like a midfielder or CDM? Do you think we're gonna go after?
Do we think?
Hopefully.
We
Definitely need one.
absolutely need.
I know.
Germany has gone quiet, though. It's gone very quiet. I
No.
don't know if you guys are
It
thinking
hasn't
anything.
gone quiet. We already
It's 'cause
met
of
them.
instructions.
We met.
It's all agreed.
We met the agent.
Okay.
Because it's the same agent as Koundé.
Koundé, yeah.
So you could say we're in negotiations for Koundé, and they could be doing both negotiations at the same time with the agent. H. Grimes did say Tchouaméni would be a Chelsea player. She was pretty adamant about that. So let's see.
Like would or will?
Will.
Oh.
Yeah, that it was a pretty much a done thing because Petr Cech and Cesc Fabregas had recommended him to the club.
Okay.
So look, it might not happen, but again, we have enough reports out there to think that it will be probably the final signing of the summer, because you'll have Koundé to come in, and that'll be a bigger signing than Tchouaméni, and so you leave your least most popular signing to the last, right? The one that you're expecting the least. So yeah, it's one of those things that he'd be a good player. I watched him play against Nantes last night. He was playing a 6. He was playing DM last night and played pretty well, even though the play in Ligue 1 is shocking. I was like, am I watching MLS?
Wait, doesn't Bundesliga start today or no?
The DPK, I can't remember. Some cup game was supposed to be today.
Like their community shield, basically.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the community shield's up today at 5 p.m.
Yeah,
and
5:15 kickoff.
You know what? I actually forgot about that game. I'm not sure about you guys. I actually didn't realize.
I didn't even know it was going to happen.
It just
Sorry,
shows City ain't exactly big as people think.
What's on BT
It's
Sports
only when
later?
Arsenal's playing in it that you'll hear about it, because their fans love that cup, man. But I mean,
Well, no, but even with Man United or Chelsea or even Liverpool, you'd hear about it. But like City, I don't think you really hear about it.
They don't care. That's why.
Big up declared saying if the panel is 100% right, if you keep the hate in the fan base, If Lukaku has a bad game, the hate will come straight out. We all love the same team. Come on, you Blues. That's the thing. Like we'll say we need to check ourselves anyway. But if Chelsea start losing a few games, everyone's going to panic and lose their lose their minds anyway. It's just the way football works. We're all just fucking naive like that.
I don't mind. I don't mind if we lose games, but if I'm seeing the same issues as last year that we said a clinical striker would fix, that's when I'll be a little.
You can't say that from day one.
Huh?
If
you can't complain about that from day one if the same issues still apply. Like
no, not day one. I'm talking about like once we lose like in a row type. Like
and let's not get it twisted. By the way, Lukaku will miss chances. Like, let's start to like let's accept that now.
I know, but I'm talking about those P rollers that we have in the 6-yard box that just nobody wants to get on the end of. Those are the ones. Those are the only.
I hear you.
Like okay, like this is the one. You can't be missing those. Like those are the
good question. Now that you bring up that, who do you guys think will benefit the most? Do you think? I mean, I feel like they will benefit Havertz and Werner, but who do you?
Werner.
Oh, it's not Werner.
I don't think Havertz will. I think Havertz numbers will get better because of assist numbers.
Yeah.
But Havertz to me is the best talent we have on our team.
Yeah.
Without doubt.
I can't argue it.
Yeah, I think he makes the team better. So, again, it's
Timo. It's Timo.
It's got to be Timo.
All my answers have been all my prayers have been answered. Just get a big-bodied striker that has a good range of passes on him, and I'm telling you, Timo's gonna come alive.
Actually, that depends on your position.
I believe
though.
that too.
It depends on your position though, because if we're playing like I hate to say the word low block, right? If you're playing a compact team, Lukaku and Werner won't find much space, and Werner doesn't operate well in the tight spaces. But Havertz and Lukaku, they can play off each other. I think when it's a team that is like Liverpool or Southampton who kind of play the higher line and obviously leave themselves exposed, Werner and Lukaku on the break is going to be scary for any team.
Yeah,
and I think it'll also benefit Pulisic is when he plays as well because he plays off strikers very well, like he did with Giroud. So I think he'll benefit. I think everybody will benefit on having a clinical number 9. I mean, but like I said,
Timo,
Havertz,
in my opinion, because Timo will never get game time anymore. Hopefully, bloody hell.
Wait,
but Timo
He's right, man.
The one who has the most room to improve.
Yeah,
I mean, he will.
When I see people saying that in our now best front three, Timo Werner, and I'm like, have you watched any of last season? Have you watched any of our preseason games? Like,
I'll be real. I watched the Tottenham game, and now, no. Sorry, I said I'm not giving him the level of patience.
I don't think Timo did that bad considering he did get a goal.
He scored.
He did get a goal.
And he also just
he scored. Is irrelevant.
No, because it didn't count. It didn't count, but he did score.
He could have had 4 or 5.
One at a time. One at a time. We can't hear you both.
Hold on. Doesn't make him a good footballer.
We were talking about how he has trouble staying on side. He has trouble finishing his chances. He literally in one successful play stayed on side while making a run, completely demolished the goalkeeper and scored. And now we're
honestly,
about how he.
Do you know what's funny? Do you know what's funny? The standards for Werner are so low that it's called demolish when you go past the keeper in school. That's called demolishment. Come on, man. Please.
What is he supposed to do?
Please, bro.
Is he supposed
I have a question for you. Do you also want Zuma? No, let me ask you this, please. Do you also want Zuma to be our starting centre back because he's the most likely centre back to score, but he's awful at everything else?
But wait, Timo's actually good at most things but scoring.
Not enough.
No, wait, Timo's actually good at
and he can't score.
Wait, he can't score.
How does Ziyech have space to make that first goal to shoot?
That's all well and good. But I did a stream. I did a stream the other day, and someone made the best point I've heard about Timo Werner in ages. It's brilliant that Timo Werner gives goals to others with his runs, with some of his assists. That's amazing. But why does no one talk about how much worse he's making other players look by bottling all of their assists? Which is what he did last season.
I can't argue about the missed chances. I can't argue against it. But I feel like he's definitely going to improve that this season.
But if you thought that he was coming in as like a Holland and Lukaku type of finisher, you simply didn't watch him. You simply just didn't watch him. You simply have not read his stats. The man's been bottling chances since the beginning of time. Like that's just in him.
Can I ask you guys a question?
Guys.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's just a bad signing.
Just quick question, Chris.
It's
You
just a
said that
bad
he's good at
signing.
everything but scoring. Do you guys agree with that? He's good at everything but scoring. Is that
He's
do
pretty
you all
much.
agree with
I
that?
think he's actually pretty good at most things, but scoring at the minute. Like if we brought him as a left winger, we'd be happy with what he's had this season. I
And
think.
winger. Oh my god.
No, if he was like a winger or something like that.
I mean, why do people?
I've seen him dribble past like 4 players.
Inside forward
Drop.
winger. That's the same shit.
And I can lift that game.
I don't want to be negative, man. I'm
You don't
not
want
negative.
Timo to carry the ball forward. You want him to receive the ball in space, 1 or 2 touches, and shoot. You do not want him trying to dribble past players. That's not his game.
But he's done it before, though.
He's done it when he
literally
was
top 4
on
players.
transition against Newcastle. Yes, when he ran past days. Yes,
And
but
I've
when he went tight
Well,
space-
one
I've
of
slept
his
with a
50
10 out of
Tight
10,
spaces,
but it
yeah,
doesn't
I can't
happen very
argue.
often.
When it comes to down to the box and it's a tight space, he does tend to panic or whatever.
Chris,
like,
one-on-one, he's one of the worst players I've ever seen. One-on-one. When it comes
I've
to
also
one-on-one,
seen
he
Danny
makes the wrong
Drinkwater score a
decision.
scream of a volley. Do you know what I mean? Doesn't mean he's
yeah, I
great.
remember that goal, but like,
Slint, so like I think what the point is that he's kind of like Ziyech in that he's not going to start every game, but we're going to use him to stretch back lines when we
Yeah,
play
I
against
agree
teams
with
that fit that
I hear
profile. And
I
yeah, he's not like the clinical striker. I don't even think he's ever going to be that clinical striker, you know. But now we know what he's good at. Yeah, he's here for a role. He fills a specific profile. We need to stop looking at footballers as like, well, maybe we can keep doing that. But under Tuchel, we don't need to look at their whole profile. What's their the one thing they do better than anybody else? He's going to get that out of them, and it's not going to be about conversion rate or anything. That's why Lukaku's here.
Before I get too riled up about Timo and people loving Timo, which I can't handle, I do have to leave. Lewis, thank you for having me. I hope all of you have a wonderful afternoon. We finally have a number 9. We don't need to rely on Timo Werner anymore. Brilliant. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. And have a good afternoon.
Take care, man.
Oh no, I was reading. My bad. I was reading.
You were just thinking.
reading the comments.
Okay.
I wasn't paying attention. Have a good one.
Big up Artem saying people keep bringing up the old Lukaku. They don't understand how improved he is. And also, he has never been on a team with this much attacking talent. He actually hasn't, to be honest. The more I'm thinking about it. Like, Inter Milan, they had Lautaro and Martinez, but the rest was just good players or players who were just a little bit over the hill. Manchester United, there was Martial, who was a bit iffy because he had competition and he always turns into a pansy when there's competition. And Rashford, who just gets dashed down to the left. So, yeah, I'd be very interested to see how he plays in this team as well. Maybe we'll play more expansive as a result, too. Jack MS saying, hope Timo proves you all wrong. I hope
so
Timo
too.
proves us all wrong.
I hope so too. Please, prove me
sure.
wrong. Please,
I think
please.
anyone else would want
the thing
to
is, a lot of you do want to be proven wrong,
Listen,
and I have
all
no
of
issue
this
with it.
is going in the back of the note sheet, man. Every single one of you is getting in the back of the note sheet.
Put my name on the top, bro. Put my name on the top.
We're bringing up. We're bringing
I
up.
like that. I like the last super chat. I like that.
I still had we still got all the notes of all your Jorginho slander from last season anyway, so
And
it's
fam,
calm.
it'll keep on coming. It'll keep on coming, man. Just wait. Just wait.
You know,
So
You see this stuff?
Wait,
it seems
Wayne,
like
let
the
Wayne-
You don't admit when you're wrong.
let
You don't
Wayne
admit when you're wrong.
I will tone
Hey.
it down, though. I will tone it down.
Wayne got something to say.
Go on, Wayne.
I've got to go, guys, because tablet time and all that bollocks. Thank you for letting me on, and thank you for cheering me up, guys, and all the support and love. I appreciate it all. Please, guys, if you haven't done so, smash that like button for Lewis. Show him the love and support he deserves. And while you're at it, you've got Lawrence's stream as well. Go and subscribe to him, and go and do us a favour. Go and subscribe to Lens as well. He's an up and comer. He deserves support like we all do. Just follow everyone on the socials. Support everyone. Let's be together for everyone. We've got a brand new striker. All right. Unfortunately, we're all not going to be as excited as Lewis because I think Hill's going to need a little time with his sock later. But, it'll be all right. It'll be all right.
Bro. Right, just for that, get out of here, bro.
Big up, Wayne.
No, everyone big up and please support and show your love to everyone and please keep hold your loved ones safe. And you never know when it could be the last time you see them. So please do so. Keep by them. Show your love every day and every night because, like I say, you just never know. And please big up everyone. And then one final comment before I do go is Jesters. I'll get it right. Jesters. Sorry. Thank you for just making me smile because I needed that. And how you do it, but your dry sense of humour just gets me all the time. So, thank you and big up everyone.
Anytime,
Yes,
mate.
bro. Wayne, you take care.
Get well soon.
Big up, Wayne.
Great. Big up, Wayne.
Bless, bro. Big up Santana man saying we can actually cross in inshallah now. Yes, we can, because now we have a striker with the 6th most headed goals in Premier League history. So I'm looking.
What a stat! What a stat!
Hold on. By the way,
6th most in history, man.
If man's name Tammy Abraham does not give him the number 9 shirt, I swear to God, all my life.
I know.
Tammy's on now.
Lukaku to have number 9. We should retire that number.
Fam,
We
just
need
let
to retire
Tammy
that
leave in
number
peace,
9.
bruv. Just let him leave.
I want him to
That's it, man.
to send a letter of what's the word? A letter of approval or permission. Just here.
Let man leave in peace, bruv. Let man leave in peace. That's it. He's leaving to Italy, bruv. Just let him go.
He lost
That's
his
it.
chance.
Yeah, another country perfect.
R.I.P.
Ain't gonna bite us
R.I.P.
in the arse in the future either. I'm happy with that. We'll just let him go. Big up Reggie saying his tech is suspect. Ball control is a myth. I feel like you're talking about Timo Werner.
No, I think he's talking about Lukaku.
This first touch is improved.
I think he's talking about Timo.
If it's Timo, then yeah, his first touch need a bit of improving. But if it's Lukaku, it has already improved. Frosted Myth as well saying redemption for Lukaku. Trust me, man, especially if it's a Super Cup, that's his first game as well. That would be the perfect start for him if he can get the winning goal or have an amazing game.
Is he vaccinated?
Who cares?
Every player will be vaccinated.
Are you lot ready though? 'Cause he's gonna go to Everton in school. He's gonna go to United in school. He's gonna go back to Inter Milan and Champions League in school. Like this is all gonna happen this year.
As well. That's what Manchester United away, right? As the final away day of the season, he could score the winning goal to lift us the title.
Oh, that would be peak. Oh, that would be peak.
And then he puts his shirt on the corner flag.
To win Chelsea the Premier League title. I am all here for this timeline, man. And I need it to be a reality. Big up Rico saying, I see the Timo Fetch slander is still peak. The man was only 50 million. Lol, calm down. I'll be bro. If you think the Timo Fetish slander is still going on, you should see what happens when Go AM's around here with his Tammy agenda. That is when it gets peak, man. But yeah, people say what they want to say on here. It is what it is. I get what you're saying. 50 million.
When there's facts backing it up.
50 million and he got 27 goal contributions for us last season. I do get that. He had a decent first season for us. But let's not take into account those 30 or so missed chances could be an extra 30 goals for him and an extra 30 assists for our attackers. And that would make them all look a lot better and feel a lot more confident. And that would make him feel even more confident.
He's just trying to balance our books.
Those chances.
He's just trying to balance our books.
So I get one more thing. Yeah, so he was talking about Timo. Okay. I didn't know which one you were talking about because you didn't say.
No, it was surrounded with...
I read a report last night on OneFootball that said that, and the fourth official put it out saying that we were going to offer 60 million euro plus Timo for Matthias de Ligt. Okay? Which is most likely bunk. Yeah. But I got to thinking.
Big up, Reggie.
Okay, so Mbappe is going to be free next year. What happens if next year Timo goes to Bayern, we bring Mbappe in, and Mbappe plays off Lukaku?
Are you talking about like career mode or real life, eh?
No, I'm talking about it could happen in real life.
Listen,
can't.
I don't know, man.
The man's literally grew up in a room surrounded by Ronaldo Real Madrid posters. He's not going anywhere but Real Madrid.
But his favorite coach is at Chelsea.
And it don't matter. He's going to go to Real Madrid.
Wait, are you on about Mbappe?
Yes.
Yeah. Depending on what we achieve this year.
Next year.
Next year.
Okay.
Listen, depending on what we achieve this year, I still think we're a big attraction to the biggest of players. Yeah, but I think Mbappe. Wait, let me finish. I think Mbappe's dream is Real Madrid, as Damawi said. So I think, as much as I would love to think about it and think it will happen, but honestly speaking, I just see him ended up in Real Madrid where they open up wage space for him and he takes over that team as a franchise.
What if Haaland's already in Madrid?
I think Haaland will end up at Barca or maybe United. I hate to say it, but
no, I think it's Barca.
Barca can't afford a wet fart right now.
Yeah.
Or next year.
But we don't know what next summer will be like. We don't know.
They'll get rid of Griezmann. They'll get rid of a bunch of their old players, and they'll find.
How are they going to get rid of
Who's going to take Griezmann? For 800k a week.
Almost up. He said after it's done, he wants to go to the MLS. So it's not like he's staying there.
It's got about 2 years, isn't it?
Yeah, 2 years.
It's got about 2 years. So Haaland's not going to move there in there. It's got 2
And
years.
and then after next year, if he's just not getting played, if he's not
Don't forget, by the way,
what's he gonna
how
say?
much was Haaland's wages, by the way? It reported to Chelsea. Was it 350?
Anywhere
Yeah,
between
but
300
by
and
that
600.
By that time, FFP will also have control of the.
But Barca can afford that, bro.
Well, they won't be. They also have agent fees that are going to.
They can't register Aguero. They can't register Depay. What do you mean?
They have. I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's true.
They already
What do you
registered.
mean? They can't.
They've already
register
played
them.
games. They've already played
That
games,
was
Andrew.
old news. That's old ass news. They
They
already
play
registered.
friendlies. They can't register them in the La Liga.
They
They
already
play
registered.
friendlies all they want.
That's
They
old
can't
news.
register
I
them.
don't believe in that report.
That was old news.
Oh my
They
God. So
already
Messi's got. So
registered them.
Messi's gone, but you don't believe in a report they can't register.
No, I think adding Messi to that whole wage bill is different to adding
Yeah, but
Depay or
why-
Aguero.
That's
bro.
why
Like,
they couldn't register them, because Messi was on that wage bill, but now he is not. They can register them.
No, he was not on the
Messi
wage.
He
wasn't.
wasn't on
Yeah,
the wage
Messi
bill.
wasn't
on the wage
He's
bill.
free.
they couldn't add
free.
it. They couldn't add his wage bill.
Yeah, but
They
they
weren't
can't add these players at the moment. That's what I'm saying to you.
They're at
They can't
110%.
add these players. So they
Yeah.
can't add these players who are not getting paid even half
I
of
hear you,
what
I hear
Messi's
you.
being paid. So
I just-
Messi
bro,
was just
honestly-
added on top to the players they can't already register. That's why
Exactly.
That's that's what
It's
means
such a mess that you don't know
so
what's
you
going
guys
on,
like
bro.
Haaland will go there. Haaland won't go there. They can't afford him. They can't afford.
Where would he go
overall
then?
package
Where do you
for
think
him.
he'd go?
I don't
Bayern?
know.
United,
I think.
unfortunately.
Listen, you might think it's crazy.
I think Haaland goes Bayern.
I think it's
Bayern.
between.
Bayern or
I
United?
think it's between Bayern, us, and Man United.
No, not United.
Yeah.
Bayern.
No,
No, let's be
I
honest.
feel
United.
Madrid.
I feel like
Bayern
Bayern
fans
Dismiss
get-
United. United can afford him. Cavani
Yeah.
will go next summer. Cavani will go next summer. So don't rule out Man United.
Yeah.
Like simply because you don't
Yeah,
like
but
them.
for me,
Man United
For
will
me,
can afford
you know what I could see? I could see Lewandowski leaves Bayern, potentially goes to Manchester United,
Yes.
and then I see Erling Haaland going to Bayern Munich as replacement. I feel like that's been the plan from the start.
Well,
I,
that's
think
what the Bayern.
I don't know where Johnny is. I think he said he was out to go meet a few mates, so I don't think he's going to be hopping on.
Yeah. Artem is right. He has to get number 9 so we can run our R9
You're
agenda.
damn right, man. Tammy Abraham's going to be leaving
no.
anyway, so the numbers
I'm
there.
sorry, you don't get number 9 shirt unless you do an exorcism on it. I'm sorry, you just don't. You just don't.
Well,
Get
no, what
I'll
Bruno
say
Lukaku
give him
is the
number
guy to
11,
break
bro.
the curse.
give him 18 and put a plus sign in the middle. between
Tammy's
1 and 8, and then
softened the
that's not
curse up a
right.
little bit. He's
No, he
beat it
did
up
not.
a little bit.
He
He's
did
got
not.
some
He
decent
did not.
numbers.
No, he made
He
it.
got
he made it
16
average.
goals in his first season.
Oh,
I
16,
expect a
got
lot
7
worse
in
from someone
3
wearing.
games. You got 7 in 3
I know,
games.
but I expected worse
Stop
numbers
this
from
Tammy
someone
hype.
wearing a
Stop this
number
Tammy
9.
hype.
not hype, bro.
Lewis, you've got to get off this Tammy thing. He is average. You just
He
like
is.
Tammy's
he
gone,
played
bro.
that was
Tammy's
it.
gone. Like, I'm
He's
cool
average.
with that.
He's back.
Tammy's gone now.
Gone.
Yeah.
Tammy's
gone.
average.
That's fine for me. He's
the
gone.
reason,
I
he's
can
the
forget
reason.
about
He's
it.
one of the reasons we finished 4th in 2 seasons in a row anyway, and that's not for a good thing. That's for a bad thing because he can't finish properly. So that's.
For
I agree,
Andrew.
but like our other strikers probably leave us lower. To be honest,
Nah,
That's
season we
the thing.
finished 9th for 4th with Lampard because we conceded 58 goals. It's not because of Tammy. Like, I don't necessarily. I don't blame him for that.
Tammy can't finish, so that's why he also finished 4th as well. If we had a decent finisher, we could have conceded 70 goals and still finish 4th or 3rd.
Yeah,
So it doesn't matter.
as I said, he's gone now, man. This is like he's never going to play
Good,
for
and I
Chelsea
hope he
again.
does.
Yeah.
I hope he does really well. But we shouldn't ever think of Tammy as a good thing because that was lowering our standards. So we shouldn't think about that.
We're
We
buying
wouldn't be a
back
big
in
club.
5 years.
Oh, you're probably right. Actually. Yeah, you're saying that.
No,
Yeah,
I think we should give Lukaku number 11 the Drogba number, man, because he can just take over. Continue his legacy. Never know.
Wait.
I know what you're doing.
What happened?
That's
What
all I'm
happened
saying.
when you just want to get rid of it, those slams, huh?
Just a
That's
little
all
bit
I'm
of
saying.
salt he just fucking drops on there, bro.
That's all I'm saying, man. Number 11, man. That's Drogba's number.
Yeah, who's
Oh,
number
Drogba
11
loves
now?
Lukaku.
Who's number 11 now? Stens?
So what? You're just
Timo.
gonna take number 11 off
I
Timo
don't
right
care.
now? You said, yeah, Timo, you're not having it anymore. That's not
don't
very
know.
nice. He's a nice guy.
Yeah.
You could be a nice guy in Bayern Munich, man. Do you know
I
what I mean?
don't listen. Do you think Diego Costa
I'm
was a
joking,
nice
I'm joking.
guy?
Relax,
'Cause
everyone.
I don't think he was on the pitch, man. He was a bastard, and that's what I want on the pitch. I want 11 bastards on the pitch. That's what I want.
Big up Kevin Fraser saying for Andrew, champions of Europe. We know what we are. Big up
Kevin,
yourself.
big up
Keith.
Kevin.
Come
We're
on,
running it
man.
out all year.
Exactly. We've got another 9 months left to keep running with this, so that's exactly what we're gonna do.
Nah,
Artemis-
another 18 months. We're going to retain it, man. That's what we're going to do.
Oh yeah, sorry, we got our 9 at the pitch now. It's done. It's done. Get Kunde in, and we're winning everything in this sport. Artem saying people underrating Greenwood. Dude has all the ability the ability to be a top striker in the Premier League. If he takes off this year, which is possible, that United might not go for Erling Haaland. See, I hear what you're saying. Greenwood, in terms of a young player, I don't think there's a better finisher than him, but I don't think that stops them getting Erling Haaland if they have a chance to get him for 75 million euros. That's not going to stop them. Greenwood's going to have to go out on loan or something like that. But they will bring Erling Haaland.
The only thing that will stop United is the relationship with Mino Raiola.
Let's just stop talking about a dead club like United. Let's talk about the best club, Chelsea.
Yeah, come. We can stick on Chelsea and the fact that Romelu Lukaku is going to be announced within a matter of days. Even the Iron Sheik's tweeting about this. You love to see it.
The Iron Sheik.
What do you guys think of this, by the way? You see the link, the players that we signed, yeah? So Ashley Cole was recommended by he recommended Chilwell. Drogba, Peter Cech recommended Mendy. You got Drogba obviously recommending Lukaku. And I see that even it says Fabregas recommending Chouameni. Like I'm seeing these players get involved, and I'm liking it, man. I like their talent, their talent ID as well.
Family, man.
It's looking decent.
Mendy.
And I'm rating the signings we're making under Cech as well. Cech's like I feel like he has a part to play in the talent we choose to sign. So it's good on him, man. It's good to see him succeed.
Slen's Willian recommended Bakayoko, I just read. So
who? William?
Bakayoko.
Well, who was he to be recommending anybody anyway?
I'm joking.
That's a weird link, bro. That's a weird link. Where did you get that from?
What's up, everyone? How you doing?
Yes, Mo. What are you telling me?
Mo,
This beautiful summer Saturday's day. What are you telling me?
Bro, I'm too happy, man. The deal is finally pretty much done. What's left is basically let's get Koundé, and for me, those two players alone, even I'm very happy with the transfer window, man.
Can I ask something?
No.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna ask the amount of negativity we've had this summer in the Chelsea fan base for transfers. Is everyone happy now? I know
I'm not happy.
Let me just say, want to be happy. That's just you're a miserable bastard.
Wait, did Savi say he's not
happy? Why are you not happy today? Chelsea fans be happy with a Lukaku sign?
No, that's what I mean. Are we now?
They want the world.
Are we now happy? I know you might have won Haaland, but we got Lukaku now.
I was happy before transfer.
I know.
Of the one you're with,
Jesse, you're just happy.
Nah, I feel like the striker is what we absolutely. Our priority is met. If anything we needed a number 9. And I'm happy if we get the done deal. I feel like we're taking a step that we're not just signing a bag of players, we're signing actually what we need. And I feel like we're going in the right direction because we already have a great coach. And if we just supply him with what he needs, then we have the keys to success to maintain a long run of success. You know what I mean? Have a dynasty going here, win a couple Premier Leagues, add a couple Champions Leagues. You know what I mean? I think Tuchel is that manager.
I got a question though. You know, in terms of what we need, if we're talking about what we need, do you think, all of you, do you think we have a problem creating good quality of chances?
No. We created the most chances under Tuchel.
After what we were missing.
He's talking about
I said good quality. There's a difference between creating chances and the quality of chances.
I think we can improve, son. I think we can improve on that. I really do think.
My bad, Sean. Just remember the amount of the balls in the 6-yard box that just went completely un.
That's the thing.
Just keep remembering those chances that we kept on missing last year, and then just keep repeating that, and then that's what we're hoping to reproduce this year. But those chances are the only thing that just eat in the back of my mind every single time. It's just those P rollers, literal P rollers that go across, where the goalkeeper can't do nothing about it.
There's two things that I think would fix us, if I'm honest with you guys. One, players not being desperate to always be the scorer themselves. And the second thing for me is always been about positioning. When somebody's putting the ball into the box, what are the patterns in terms of where we actually are positioned? And what is the person that is doing the crossing or the passing into the box? What are they aiming for? If we can fix those two problems, in my eyes, we will be able to score a lot more goals than what we currently do. But at the moment, it just seems a little bit like we're desperate. That's the only word I can use.
We are desperate.
Because we were worried about missing.
Going. So lowest goals since
15, 16, yeah.
Uh-oh,
Andrew, you're lagging out.
Andrew, you're alive?
It's Tammy, man, playing with his Wi-Fi.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man.
But the runs in the box, man, like the
Sorry,
runs in the box have been there.
15-16 when we finished 10th. It's the lowest goals we scored. So it's the lowest goals we scored since 15-16 finished 10th. So I am worried, man.
And by the way, just to add to your point, Andrew, it's not a problem with just people say Lampard. Even under Tuchel in the league, we struggled to beat some teams.
Yeah, we did.
that
We
should have
remember. I have to look back. I can't remember how many like single goal victories did we have, or how many times.
And people say it's because we don't have a striker.
We barely scored 2 goals in a game under Tuchel.
Yeah,
we barely scored 2
Friends,
goals.
I think you have a point.
I'm not saying with you. I'm just go on.
No, of creating clear-cut chances, I think we could kind of do better with that. Like I think we arrive in the box, and I feel like when we arrive, we miss that clinical final ball sometimes, that cutting edge. I also think it's due to the fact that we don't have a consistent group of guys playing together at one time. So
Charlie, it's not just a consistent. It's who plays as well. Like people have said to me that they want to see Havertz, Lukaku, and Mount. Yeah, and obviously behind them is Jorginho and Kante. Like, if you think about it, Havertz for me is not a creator. I think Havertz is a forward who. No, I don't think he's the best creator like compared to Mount and if you look at Mount and Havertz, Mount is a midfielder. I think Havertz is more of a forward. I think he's better. He's better finishing off the chances. He's better being in the final third than he is at dropping deep and creating chances. And I think to myself, that's too much pressure on Mount to create.
Oh, that makes
a box to box. So he's a box.
But then, don't you guys think that we're not having enough creativity from the midfield?
Look, Havertz can drop 15 and 15 this year.
You think he is a creator then, Justice?
Absolutely. He's a creator from further up the. You see,
He's
Mount
dropping deeper for Germany.
Mount's really an 8. So Mount creates better out of the midfield. Havertz creates from the forward line or the attacking mid line.
If you look at no, go for it.
No, and Havertz can drop deep and pick up the ball and start the attacks. I know everybody doesn't maybe understand what Kai went through last year with all the difficulties, but when they played France, while they were on the field, he covered more space than N'Golo Kante.
Well, in the Euros, yeah.
In the Euros, when Germany played France, when they were both on the pitch, Havertz covered more area than N'Golo Kante.
And that's like he creates with his movement. He doesn't create the killer pass always, but he opens up so much space with he drags center backs into positions they don't want to be, pulls them out of their natural positions into midfield, and then that's where someone like Lukaku or Werner's moving into that space. So he does create.
With Lukaku up front, right? Havertz is able to do those deep runs, where they can't pick him up, or the movement, because he's got someone up there with him. When he's up there by himself, he can still do that, but he's the main target for the defense. If you've got Lukaku there, whether it's Havertz, whether it's Werner, whether it's Mount, they now have that single point where everyone's going to be focused on Lukaku, that they're able to run off. And it's not like it's a little bit like a Drogba Lampard thing, although Lampard played deeper. When Drogba was just the main target and Lampard used to make those late runs or those deep runs, and he scored so many goals.
So from what I hear from you guys, is that I believe that Havertz, I still think he's a forward, as Justice says, he creates in the final third. I think he's a forward with great passing range and a great movement. I don't necessarily, that could be seen as a creator, but obviously the out and out creator for us will be Mount. And then I look at something else, like people talked about Lukaku and Havertz. The one worry I have, which might be very, very small, is the fact that they're both left-footed, and I feel like they operate kind of in the same areas in terms of their movement. Like when I see Martinez and Lukaku, I see Lukaku always at times hugging the channel and going down the right.
But did you see that finish last week against Arsenal with his right foot?
Yeah. Right foot, but I just worry that the chemistry won't be built.
I think this guy's both footed.
I get what you're saying, though, as well.
Yeah, I think he's both footed. I really do.
But the thing is, they're not like a Nicola Pepe type of left foot, where their foot is just non-existent. You feel me?
Well, I think that's harsh on Pepe. I think that's a bit harsh on Pepe. Pepe is decent. He's good.
I'll be honest.
Very left-footed.
When you talk about Pepe, he's going left. He refuses.
Oh yeah. It's like Ziyech, isn't it? Where he's going left.
So it's like
someone said Havertz has a 5-star weak foot, so that answers my question. Never mind.
Yeah, I mean, because if it's on FIFA, it's going to be true. So what you're saying, because I haven't triggered enough people, is it's like Callum going always on his right foot, right?
Basically,
Yeah, actually, yeah.
No, you're right. He does
That's
actually.
that's actually
You
correct.
have like a beef.
I just wouldn't go through a whole stream without that.
like Pulisic, Pulisic is a right-footed player, but his left foot is more than decent. Like he can finish as good as damn near anybody that's right-footed with his left.
Personally, go on, Charlie.
Like perfect what they're saying. For example, Mount dropped deep and he's a creator from deep. What Justin's saying. Look at his assist to Havertz, and look at Havertz in the final third, and when he passed it to Pulisic. Unfortunately, Pulisic missed, but look. I'm just saying. Look at those that creativeness that he can do. Like I feel like that's
Charlie, Bro, what we need to do, right, is I'm gonna look at our wing backs a lot closer this year because obviously because I'm saying it was so like I don't think it's very consistent in terms of finishing. Sorry, not finishing, creating. I think our wing backs have to play a big role in that now. Yeah. That's why I like Cho in the right wing back because as much as obviously it's gonna start a bit of beef here, but I think Cho is quite creative on the right wing back area, and I feel like he adds another creativity outlet. And then I look at Cho, I want to see more from him in terms of that as well because we can't just have Mount and Havertz do all the creating. Like it's not even like a thing that you can expect from them because then I don't think they're ready to do all of that.
You're gonna see Havertz really flourishing because remember how you said he won't really have a right foot, right? So when you have Cho right behind him with the ability to go on his right, so that'll give him options. So if he seems that like his defender is mostly watching his left and he's not that comfortable going right, he can just kick it back and then let Cho do his thing. On the right.
Sorry, I don't want to see Callum.
Is that right? Just gonna wait. I want Justin's opposite response.
I don't want to see him at wing back.
Where do you want to see him?
No, he's trolling. Don't listen.
You want to see him with
I don't think he's trolling.
He wants to see him on the bench.
He's not trolling. He's not trolling. Like it's like
I really don't. He's not a wing back. He's not a wing back.
He's a winger who can play wing back.
Yeah. So
in that system, he's a winger. He's not a wing back.
Horses for courses gesture, like some teams.
If you look at the Palace game is the best example for me. He was a winger that game, and it depends on your opposition. Obviously, if you're playing the big opposition, you can't have Cho as wing back because
I have a question for you guys.
You don't want to see him play in the defensive position, yeah.
Right.
My question for you guys is like, I do think like people are forgetting Ziyech is someone that I think last year we didn't particularly get to see the real him. And I do feel like this year he's someone that's going to provide us a lot of creativity, but also just a lot of versatility in terms of formation. Because people, I think, forgot last year that like obviously the circumstances weren't ideal for him as a player. But what people forgot is that the guy is one of the most creative players, and he loves runners. He loves players that make movement. Havertz and Lukaku and Werner, they can all benefit from someone like Ziyech being on the pitch. And he's someone that I think, as much as we're mentioning Havertz and Mount here, and he's someone that I wouldn't actually underestimate because I do feel like if he carries what his preseason form right now is into the season, he's going to be a problem. And I do feel like he's going to cement a place in that first team.
Well, I'll be honest, bro. I haven't seen the creation from Ziyech in preseason. I've seen him finish chances, but I haven't seen the creativity.
Cool.
I hear what you're saying. He's very creative.
I'm not talking about creation in terms of preseason. I'm talking about just the way in which he's played. If you watch him during the game, he is someone that is actually connecting play and doing the things that I think sometimes I have always known him for. But the fact of the matter is, last year we didn't really get to see it much, and if we did, it was in limited capacity where he was making those back post crosses all the time. So I felt like as a team, we just didn't take advantage of it. Now what I feel like he's very good at is that I feel like he's much more flexible formation-wise. I think people wrote him off saying that because of the formation we play, he's just not going to fit into this team. I actually think people were wrong about that, and he's going to fit in, and he's actually going to be one of our stand-up players this year. So, call me crazy, but I genuinely do believe this.
Can I ask you a question?
Okay, crazy. Mm-hmm. Why do they have these reports, through the whole summer, that Ziyech is leaving?
Do you know why? I'll answer that question. I'll answer that question for you. I'll tell you why. Because I think every single player in our squad, including Cho and Ziyech, have the right price. If the right price is put on the table,
of course, but
we will sell them.
But there's not news reports like everybody else.
Why is he not left yet?
But the reason those things are coming out is because I think they're the most expendable players because of his age and his profile, right? Which is why I'd see him going. Of all of our forwards, he's probably the most one to go. But it's not a slight on his quality though.
I didn't say it was. I'm just saying there's all these reports all the time.
Yes, sir. You said this one is a loan, right?
Yeah, loan with an obligation to buy.
How much?
Like 30 mil, right?
35 million was
Okay,
the obligation.
what was the other reports? The other reports, how much were they?
Same thing. It was either they didn't want to do a loan. It would have to be a sell. Chelsea wanted to sell only, no loans. That AC Milan were going to wait till the end of the window to get it done. There was reports for the season in that his agent had did an interview with a Dutch newspaper, not a Dutch, in the Netherlands, and said he wasn't happy in London. Okay,
Right.
all I'm doing is putting all these reports together.
I get that, but you said Chelsea does not want a loan. Right.
That was one of those reports. But if it's a loan with an obligation to buy, they don't lose anything. You understand what I'm saying?
They get the money regardless.
Because AC Milan had to make some sales before they can do this. That's the reports. This is not Jared saying this is going to happen.
What sales have they made?
I don't know. I don't follow AC Milan.
Then how are they going to get this money to get it to get them now?
Maybe they have some sales in the hopper. You don't know that. I don't know that. I don't follow AC Milan.
He's pointing to the smoke and
they
saying
need a player
fire.
like that though, because they've sold Çalhanoğlu, so they need a player like Ziyech.
Yeah, they need it. And again, not me saying this.
To answer your question, Jester, the reason why I think he's been linked with leaving the club, it's the same thing that happens at this club, if I'm honest with you, pretty much all the time. In terms of plays that don't fit what Chelsea is looking for, in terms of plays that underperform, they're almost always somebody's going to say, "Yep, he's been linked with a move somewhere else. He's not happy." They'll read into it. They'll say all kinds of madness. I wasn't shocked that those rumors came out. I would have been more shocked if we actually did do it, and the fact that we didn't do it spoke volumes to me.
We haven't. The window's not closed yet. Number one, and okay, if everybody's saying that Christian Pulisic underachieved last year, how come he hasn't been linked to leave this summer? Because
Christian Pulisic is not the type of player you just sell because of what he offers from a marketing point of view. So it's not someone they've just invested on and looked at and just said, oh, because he didn't perform this 1 year, we're going to get rid of. You look at his age, you look at actually what he done the year before, and you can see that, okay, cool, he hasn't performed up to standard, but you can give him a chance. He's a young player that still needs to find his consistent performance. Ziyech is, on the other hand, someone that is obviously of a certain age and showed a certain standard. And when he's dropped from that, people are obviously going to assume something's completely wrong and something's either not right or in any way, shape, or form. And therefore, these rumors pop up. Yeah.
So you're saying all these reports are false. They're just made up.
They could be though. They could be.
They're not realistic.
It seems likely that they're made up. It seems likely that they're made up.
Yeah, not consistent. They're not consistent.
Like, why would Chelsea take that?
Not consistent.
What do you mean? Why would they take that?
Because it's more than we paid for him. So it would be a. I think it would be profit.
Sell him, I think.
No, it'd be less. We paid 37 million for him.
The thing is, bro, there's all kinds of stuff. Like there's people that spread the rumors that Ziyech is not a hard worker, doesn't press, doesn't actually like to run on the pitch. And I guess yes, in some sense they can base it on like what they've seen at some of the games at Chelsea. But actually, if you watch the player, when he was in Ajax, he was a presser. He was a hard worker. He wasn't someone that was lazy. But the fact of the matter is, this is how quickly people's reactionary commentary...
Sorry, bro. Just quickly, I think that criticism is nonsense. Like, I hate that criticism. They say about every player.
Me too, bro.
But my criticism of him is this. Is that if you want him to be at his best, he has to be inefficient.
He has to be
Ziyech at his best, inefficient. Someone who just plays the ball in behind, someone who always looking for that final deadly ball. And the thing is, that'll work once out of 3 or 4 times. Now, are you ready as a fan to watch that in Tuchel's system? Because Tuchel's system relies on ball retention. That's why I don't think he works. That's what I still don't believe. And I think he's been more efficient in the bro, because I see him
some games though.
There's some games, of course. There's some games where you need that killer pass, and we see it with Werner and Ziyech sometimes against the Man Cities of the world, right? But the truth is that I've seen him actually drop deeper and become more efficient, which has kind of hindered his game a little bit. He's not doing that final path. He's playing a bit slower, and it's kind of slowed the game down.
But that's the thing, Sons. I feel like he's one of the few that can have the eye for that pass, because I look at some of our players and I'm just like, the obvious pass over the top or like playing in a run. He sees that instantly. Like, I feel like this year is just set up perfectly. Like, to see how he plays with Lukaku, how like everything goes. And I do think like this. I don't know what happened last season, but this preseason he does look sharper, and he actually does look like he's pressing, and you know what I mean.
Pressing great.
He looks like he's up for it. Like even this may not mean much, but even to me, like posting on social media, like constantly, like, you feel me? Like he seems more like integrated with the squad and stuff like
positive,
that. Like
and he's happy. He's open.
Like
he's
feels more
expressing.
part of the squad.
I
But that's what
I just hope all of you are correct and he doesn't leave.
That's what
But
I
if
wanted
he
to
does
ask.
leave, I'm taking the piss out of everybody in
Please
chat.
do.
But you're not saying it though, right?
I
It's
want
just
to
reports.
Right, but I am, because everybody's like, this guy just doesn't like him because they want Pulisic to start. Ziyech
Oh, are they
didn't
saying
want
that in the chat?
That's not
Pulisic.
what we're saying. That's what I'm like,
He's talking about the comments, innit?
No. Whenever Jester looks
comments are
off
mad.
to the side, just know he's talking to the comments.
Talking to
Yeah,
chat.
comments are
he's
mad,
saying
bro.
the
Comments are
comments,
mad.
yeah.
That's not
Yo,
us.
it's Justice versus the comments, bro.
Yeah.
So I'm taking the piss out of everybody if he leaves, but before the transfer
I'm
window.
telling you, Jester,
Everybody.
just bust out the note sheet.
So, Slaves.
Yeah, I got a question.
Sorry, just to like get back to your point about what you said, I do see what you're saying. I'm not going to deny it. I think for me, again, this is something I feel like Tuchel will find a solution to this problem in particular, because I do feel like it's more systematic than it is just a player issue. He had this type of teething issues, and when he transferred to Ajax from FC 20, I think it was, where they had to find the right balance for the squad as well as what his best attributes was. And I feel like most players, this is what teams need to be doing. It's like when you sign a player, understand what you're signing, what you want him for, what you would like him to do on the pitch, and most importantly, how do you want him to complement what the team maybe lacks? Because that's at the end of the day what you want, players that complement each other. When I look at Ziyech, he's somebody that I've always said I see him both as a creator and someone that can finish, especially long range. But the fact of the matter is, at Chelsea, we are very, very quick to sometimes dismiss a player's qualities because he doesn't work how we want him to work immediately. And unfortunately, we've only seen very little of what he's actually capable of. And people just forget very quickly that actually this guy is both creative and a good finisher. Right now,
my main concern is I hear what you're saying about chemistry with Lukaku, but the main concern you see is with the right wing back who plays on the right.
I was just about to say that to you.
Yeah,
so
if I want to see him develop that. If he doesn't, then I can't see him.
So you know, in that first half of the Spurs game, did you notice Hudson-Odoi? He fully occupied there, and is it right back or left back?
Or now the in-game, the close behind the post.
And when he occupied that player, what it did was in
Absolute
that midfield area, Ziyech just had a lot of space to actually roam about and do what he wanted.
Safe
But
Danish
then you had on top of that a guy who's like Lukaku, who's a target man, or a guy who's a runner like Werner, etc. What you then do is, for a player like Ziyech, you continuously develop spaces for him to exploit. I think that's what I look at all the time, is how do these players actually complement each other in that way? Because by Hudson-Odoi doing one job and you having two players doing two other jobs, all of a sudden there's a plethora of options for what Ziyech can do.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I don't know if he complements Kai and Mount. I don't know if he complements Kai and Mount. Or
I think he complements Kai.
Honest with you, right now, I actually agree with you. I don't see Havertz and Ziyech playing together at the same time. That's the honest truth. At the moment, that's how I feel. But that's because I do feel like Havertz is someone that likes space and likes to have free roam in terms of how he plays. He's not someone you necessarily always put in one place. You don't really get the best out of Havertz like that, in my eyes.
Yeah.
So,
but that's why his link-up play is... Go on, bro.
But go ahead, sorry. His link-up play is what?
Oh, quick point. Just to like basically say what you were. I think Havertz does work in this system if we have Ziyech dropping into the 10 position and Havertz is playing as a second striker off of Romelu or whoever, or even Timo, because it's have Mason Mount in that same team. That's the thing, because he basically will do the Mason Mount job, but from the right. And did you see his pressing against Tottenham and Arsenal? I think his pressing is through the roof. It's really impressive. So if we have somebody who's able to play like a low percentage ball at a high percentage of efficiency, then what we're doing is we're basically just setting up different options for ourselves. And I think he fits in a different formation really well in that role.
Yeah,
I think the point you made about Hudson-Odoi is perfect, by the way. I think Odoi, because he loves the byline and he hugs the byline, obviously finds a space on the right creates from there. Ziyech can find that space in the middle, which is what Havertz does as well, by the way, with Odoi.
Exactly,
I love. Havertz finds that space in the middle and kind of either drips in, hits with his left foot, or finds the person on the edge of the box, and we find the space from there. But yeah,
it's length. That's what I keep saying on the spaces to people. It's like people are complaining, saying, "How do you fit these players together?" It's like, guys, we have options. How are you complaining about having options?
But we need to find a trademark, though, Mo. We can't rely on like I think as much as rotation is important, we need to find the go-to three.
You know,
Georgie already on Lukaku.
But we also have options. So in case what we usually do doesn't work, we can bring a different person on, and they can bring something different to the team. And that is, for me, always a positive, not a negative.
He's winning the Premier League.
Yeah, Jorginho on Lukaku. A player like Lukaku, who has been doing great seasons, was a champion in Italy, for sure is a player who would contribute a lot.
Yeah, because the club, remember, Chelsea haven't officially announced it yet.
Yep.
So they can't
did they come outside his house and interview him or something? How did they get so quick, man?
I have no clue. I'm just reading what the chat said.
Yeah, I saw it.
Maybe they just asked
the full-time score in the in-house friendly finished 4-0 Chelsea, by the way. Mason Mount, Tammy Abraham, and Timo Werner on the score sheet. Timo Werner also got 2 assists in the game as well.
Yeah.
So I know we ain't ever going to see the highlights because we're still waiting on those QPR highlights from years ago. But Timo Werner's impressing yet again. So
I think
see, that's
Tino
why we
Ang-
get Messi, you guys. You see, we get Messi. Tino Andre can flourish now. Yeah.
I like Tino. He's a beast.
We're not gonna get Messi, so
he's fun to watch.
No, Messi's going to PSG.
Oh, shot.
Messi's not coming, man.
I don't like that move for him, man. I don't like that move for him.
It is what it is,
Yeah, I
man.
wanted him to go to a more competitive league, not a less competitive.
Why?
Right?
He always chooses.
He has to choose right.
Hold
on. About the Eiffel Tower, right?
Not everyone can afford him though. Like even if he's free, he's on 647k a week, bro.
Yeah,
lower your wages,
42
then.
hotels as well. They gave
Well, come on, why would you lower your wages? Why? Come on,
Because you're Messi. You got money. Just prove yourself.
so
Make your
excited.
footballing
You're
decision.
literally Messi. Like,
got nothing to prove, man.
You don't have to
Make your
nothing.
footballing decision.
Football's
They
not
gave
the
him-
only thing that you bring.
Yeah, and they gave him 42
half of
hotels.
Barca's fan base.
You know what I mean?
Show that you got the mineral.
If you look at a list, of the players who scored the most against the top six, Messi's on that list, and he doesn't even play in the Premier League. So put some respect on my guy.
Yeah,
Come
but
on.
about 88% of them are Arsenal against Arsenal.
Yeah,
So,
true.
you know,
Listen,
it's like,
he scored against United in the 2 finals.
That is a valid point.
Come on, he scored against United in the 2 finals.
the two
Put
goals.
some
but
respect.
The rest of the goals are against.
He went to Wembley and
against
dunked on
Arsenal,
Spurs.
The man's a god. Let's agree.
Look,
but, like,
yeah.
Spurs don't count as a top 6 or big 6 club. So that's,
Yeah.
I hate you. Sorry.
They're just a club.
When he scores
They
against
exist.
Leicester, then you can say top 6. Yeah? Top 6, yeah? When he scores against Leicester,
never scored against Leicester. True.
yeah, he scored against Leicester, then he's rubbish. He's rubbish if he's not scored against Leicester.
He must be bad. Yeah.
He's rubbish.
You can't score against Lewis Dunk and Brian. Come on, you can't do it.
Get Burnley out there.
Pick
Can
up.
he do it on a whole night in Burnley? That's probably what he's asking himself.
Sean
Tuesday
Dyke
night
would
in
Big up
Burnley, can he do it?
Dinishin saying, "Do you think Werner is now a bench player?" In our strongest team, he probably is right now. He isn't a bench player
I want
overall.
everyone to learn this word: rotation. Yeah, rotation. This season will all be all about rotation. Yeah,
Let me roll that.
If we have a first 11, that means our squad is crap.
So
If
let
everyone
me.
can predict our first 11, that means it's rubbish. It will be rotated. We buy Koundé, it means Thiago Silva won't play every single game. We are aware of that, right? Kante won't play every single game. Not even Lukaku and Havertz will play every season game. I don't want them playing third round away at Weymouth in the League Cup or FA Cup. Do you know what I mean?
I'll reword the question for you, Andrew. In a Champions League final, does Werner play? That is the question.
Yes.
Off the bench.
No, I think he plays.
With our current players, yeah, he
plays. He plays.
Does he start? Oh, that hurts, man.
Yeah, I would.
Stens, I know what you're saying, Stens, but I agree with you. I wanted to score more, but he offers so much more. He offers other things as well that others can't. You know what I mean? You have to.
I think Lukaku can offer what he offers, stretching the back line.
What I'm saying is, he's going to be more of a. He's going to be a wider player. He's going to be a wide player this season. He's not going to be.
He'll be a second striker. You don't think so?
Possibly, but we might see the best.
We have better wingers than Werner. We have better wingers than Werner.
Do we have more ones that create last season? Did we? Who were they? Can you name?
I didn't
He's
think
not
we played with
creator.
wingers. I mean.
No, but he
Create as a
created.
winger,
He
though.
created a lot last season as well. Can
No,
you
no,
name
he
the
got a
other-
lot of assists, not
Can
creating.
you name?
No,
Can
that's
you
not
name me the
creative for
other?
me.
Can you name me the other wingers that done better than him that created
Thank you very much.
last season?
Thank you.
So how many?
No, listen,
How much
listen.
did Cho create last
If you,
season?
no, hold on.
I
If
just
you,
want to know.
the only way you can answer me that question is
I
if he
got
plays
clue, I
winger
can't
the whole
tell you.
season next year.
No,
Then play
but
winger
you
the whole
said, You
season?
said we have better wingers. I'm just.
Yeah, because we do.
We're
Yes,
not playing with wingers.
in terms of being,
We're not
yeah,
playing.
we're not.
Exactly.
Listen,
We're not playing with
we're not.
wingers. We're not playing with
So
wingers,
as a 10, I'd rather not have him as a 10. That's what I'm
Oh
saying.
no, I'm not sticking him as a 10. That'd be suicide.
So that's what I'm saying. If you're playing on the left, he's going to be a left 10, isn't he? Because we don't play wingers,
It's gonna,
right?
it's gonna be a inside.
So you
striker.
call it the inside
Yeah.
forward.
Yeah, exactly. He's gonna be a Lautaro Martinez off of.
He's not going to be hugging the touchline on the left, which
No,
winger.
he's
He
not
gets a lot of
traditional,
assists,
yeah.
but I'm standing by this. He's not a creative player. Like just because you get assists, like you get the last pass that the person scores, and fair enough, it's incredible. What he does,
No,
isn't it? Like,
that's
he's-
Arguing
not
about the
fair as
definition of
well.
creative.
That's not fair as well. You can't say.
What's
No,
the
it's like
definition
a
of
He's not
his?
creative.
pass.
It's not
It
creative.
is. Exactly.
No,
Myron
you-
gets that
no,
one.
that
Myron's
was
probably the only one
Yeah.
on here that
You
gets
just put
it.
it in a polite voice, but that was a major
Little Bill
criticism. That was a
Clinton.
slight against
Oh,
Werner.
Bill Clinton.
Like he does like a 2-yard pass. Or
No.
something.
It's fair play, bro. He finds himself in good positions, and he has that last pass, which goes in after. Fair enough. Like I'm not criticizing that, of course, because he got a lot of goals. But I'm saying for you to call him creative, like, bro, that's mad to me. There's no way he's creative.
However, we
He
did
is
A lot of
play a
chances.
He
We'll
is
say
play a
that.
creative.
4-2-4.
He's got all them assists. A creative
Against
player
Tottenham.
gets assists. You can't say he's not creative.
It's not
if
just
he's got
that.
all them
It's not
assists.
just. You don't just look at assists and then base it on him being. I don't think Bruno Fernandes is very creative.
Let's talk
You
about
got
No,
me
he's
crazy. But creativity
the
is
term.
different. Like creativity is different. It's coming from. It's being creating from the midfield, finding the space, and creating a mad final pass.
Now we're just talking about semantics to try and prove why we don't rate a player.
Yeah, what's the definition?
No, that's not what I'm
creative
doing.
player.
That's not what I'm doing, bro.
No, we are. We're
But you're
trying
calling
to-
me no. Listen, it's not a criticism to call him not creative. How is that a criticism? Like I think it's
No.
honestly speaking.
If
He's
you're-
a striker. We signed him as a striker. Now he's telling me he's a creative player. Come
No,
on,
I'm not
bro.
saying that. But what I'm saying is to say he hasn't been creative or to diminish his.
He's not. No, I said he hasn't. He's not a creative player. That's
Right, he's not a creative player, but he has been
Yeah.
creative.
Well, it depends what your definition of creative is.
Assists.
Because you could say he creates space by his runs.
Yeah,
That's
and he
creative.
creates assists, and he creates assists, and he
He,
creates opportunities.
he creates banter. He creates good moments, bad moments. He is a creator. Come on now.
He's a
I know-
creator.
He creates the run that won us the Champions
I
League.
know what it was.
Very Bill Clinton.
I know what it is.
Very
now.
Bill
I-
Lewis,
Slens was-
he did do
Slens was
that.
Slens was so hyped when we bought him, and he's just disappointed him every single game he's played.
Oy.
Yeah, boy, he's frustrating to watch, man.
And he is
I-
frustrating
honestly
to watch.
speaking.
You're absolutely right.
Frustrating
But
to watch.
what we should as well.
I want
we're
to discredit what he
easy-
does, though.
Every fan and every club, we're so easy to focus on sometimes the negativity more than the positivity. Listen, he has to get better at finishing. There is no doubt about it. He has to get better at finishing and decision making. Okay, he has to do that. Okay, because it's not as if he's like we're not giving him chances or he's having one-on-ones and that's it. He has having them, and he has been poor finishing, very, very poor finishing. But we also have to put in. We all say back Tuchel. Tuchel played this man in every big game. In every big game he's played him. He played him in all the Champions League run. He started him in the final. To question whether he would start now we bought Lukaku, I can only have evidence. I can't guess that unless I see Tuchel not starting in the big games. But previously Tuchel was
Well, why
starting
did Tuchel
in
start
every
him,
big
though?
game. Huh?
Why did Tuchel start him? Because he has great attributes. He's got the pressing. He's got the run.
Yeah,
The running.
and he
He's
can
got.
create.
And then guess what? We've got someone like Lukaku now who does
Right,
what he
but
does
what I'm
and better,
saying
and he
is-
finishes the chances that he misses. That's why we're saying
just
about
sorry,
the
We can
game.
cut
only, we
you
can
off.
only, we can only
Just
go
to
on
cut
what.
you off, sorry,
Listen,
Mr.
if he has, sorry, mate.
Surfer,
If 10 seconds. I'll judge it if he. Well, I can only judge it on what Tuchel does this season. If he doesn't start him, then I can go, yeah, fine. It was only because we didn't have a striker.
I was going to say, Fabrizio Romano just uploaded about Lukaku on his YouTube channel.
He's on an airplane. Somebody get the
but
tracker out.
He already announced it though on Twitter.
Man said he's on the plane already.
He's on a plane.
Yeah, he's out on his YouTube, yeah.
He's
Sure.
already here.
Yeah, I'm not
He's
going
already
on
here.
this
He's already
YouTube,
here.
He's probably
already
been there since yesterday.
Somebody get up the radar and the tracker. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Tracking devices.
We're not
Guys,
guys. We're not
someone let us
guys.
know
We
when
don't
he's
do
in
that.
London.
Chelsea fans, get to the airport quick. There's some Arsenal fans that can take you. They know the route. Quick, just
Get up a
take them there.
UAV.
Just take them there.
Big up
Boy.
S saying
He's here.
Lukaku costs 97 million and Grealish costs 100 million. Another Marina masterclass. The guy is top 3 strikers. Grealish might not even be in City's best lineup. Bring on Palace. I think there's a question to be asked about whether he fits into his best lineup, because I do think they'll drop him a bit deeper and play him in centre midfield. But us getting Lukaku for cheaper than Jack Grealish, yet another Marina masterclass again.
Yeah.
I want Marina apologies in the comment section, people. There was too many Marina outs a few weeks ago. I
you
need
see what,
some.
though? You see
Go
the
on.
Grealish thing? Grealish was smart. That's what Harry Kane wasn't. Grealish put in his contract. The Champions League comes in, I want to move, and they said if they pay 100 million, fine. So that's what Grealish is smart. We shouldn't listen. I don't care what Grealish does. I hope he flops. Yeah, I hope he flops at City hard.
Oh, he will
I
a
don't
couple
care.
times a game.
That's fine. That's
right on the ground.
Well, what he is, and he is a definition of a creative player. I do understand that, but you know that's what all these players should do now. You know what I mean? Put it in your contract. Don't be stupid and think of the money. Think of where you're going to be in a couple of years' time, because anything can happen. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So
Yeah,
he's smart.
I just figured out how to break. Werner is creative off the ball. He's a creative player off the ball.
Yeah, with his movement, yeah.
But
listen,
to get better finishing.
it's always Havertz, by the way, because
He's better creatively than he is in terms of finishing. Like that goes without saying. That's easy. He makes more
Havertz is
chances.
creative
He has
on the
more
ball
assists.
and off.
His movement opens up space for others.
He needs to get better finishing. That's what he needs to
It's
get
just when he
better.
gets in front of goal where it's just...
Do you think it's gonna get better?
There's some aspects of his game that I don't like, though. Like, it's not just his finishing. There's some aspects that I can't stand.
No, he doesn't have a trick.
And he's not very aesthetically pleasing. He looks so awkward in relation to the ball. But
the way he looks, honestly, if it's effective, I don't care. But it's not even effective most times. Like,
they even
uses
got
the
his
ball a lot.
salary down.
Yeah, it's 195 after tax, right?
No. It's 179 now.
Really? Wow.
Is that bonus?
Yes.
After tax, yeah. So it's about what 230 before tax or something.
It's 11 million euro before bonuses.
Don't ever go at Marina.
Is he your
again.
highest ever player? Highest paid player? Yeah.
I think he's
about. I think. Was he under Kante? Is he under Kante?
Was Kante at 2?
No, Conte makes more. I think.
Conte makes 290, I swear.
That's before
Really?
taxes.
That's
I
Before
think.
tax. Yeah.
But like N'Golo, splashing the team.
Dimarzio said Lukaku's Chelsea medicals will now be scheduled in the coming days. But if he's
They're
flying in
done.
the next few
They're
hours,
done.
it should be
These medical
tomorrow.
things, they're done, man.
Medical all tomorrow. Club announcement Monday, I'm guessing. So everyone keep a track out for Monday. I might have to wake up early in that. No.
Yeah, they'll announce it, but they probably would have already registered them Sunday night for the Super Cup. So, yeah.
Good. And with about 3 weeks,
He's
3
earning the
days.
same amount as Chilwell.
What was that?
Is he earning the same amount as Chilwell after tax? Isn't Chilwell
I think it's 250k a week.
I think
that
that's
was-
before tax, though. I think after tax.
No,
I'd say it's 290, right?
195k a week.
Yeah,
Off.
so he's earning near what Chilwell.
Oh, we do have a Johnny sighting on Twitter. Let me send it here to.
Oh, geez, what's Johnny saying?
No. He didn't say anything. Somebody here, I sent it to you.
Oh yeah, I've seen like Shades has been messaging and shit like that.
Yeah, Shades.
Do a minion.
I think Gordon messaged him as well.
No. I just sent you it.
Hey man, let's leave Johnny.
It's funny. It's funny because it's the Holland shirt and he put Lukaku over.
Let's leave.
Yeah, that's Jordan.
Okay, that's funny. Okay, that's hilarious.
And did Johnny responded. So
That's freaking hilarious.
Wow, that's a bad edit. Fucking hell.
yeah, but that even makes it funnier.
That makes it funnier, yeah.
Big up Sage saying my brain cells back. If you know, you know. I'm not too sure about the context, but if you're still here, let us know. Artem also saying, do you guys think we can do what Italy did during the Euros? It was a back four on paper, but in reality, it was the back three with Di Lorenzo saying back. Feel we can do the same for some games. That way, Mount can be centre midfield. Yeah, formations usually change in game anyway. And I'd expect us, especially if we play a 4-2-2 and we have Mount in the side, that he'd end up dropping a bit deeper and we can switch to a midfield 3. Maybe if we play 4 at the back, someone goes further forward and we just stick with 3 at the back. Especially if we have like Koundé in one of the back 4 positions and he's playing as a right back, for example. We could have someone else drop out and play in midfield and then we play a back 3. There's a lot of ways for this to interchange if done.
I'm telling you, what we have right now makes Thomas Tuchel prime Dexter's laboratory, right?
Yep.
The dude's going to be doing experimentations, man. That's Dexter right there.
I lose check the DMs.
I will do.
He's gonna be cooking, man.
Yeah, plus
No,
we're
it's
going to
true.
be better. We're going to be better looking than Italy and play better than Italy. So we've actually got people up front that can do things. Not Berardi and that crap. So,
What do you think about Jorginho's hair?
Terrible, absolutely terrible.
Yeah, I saw
This
this
is such
as well.
a mistake, man.
He didn't do
Silva's
eyebrows,
is even
right?
worse.
He left his
He's
eyebrows
quite
the same
reliable,
colour,
Lewis. I'm
right?
not
Yeah,
gonna-
I know.
He
It's
left
just
his
the hair.
eyebrows. It's like, go full. Do the eyebrows as well, bro. Go full. You know what I mean?
You got to commit. You can't go halfway on that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You just look ridiculous. It looks better.
Yeah,
as
I'm
Silva.
As soon as we've already gone through this, so as soon as the deal for Lukaku's done, we're going straight for Jules Koundé. But it's another deal that's going to be finalised very quickly as well. It'll probably be very similar, where we send them 2 separate offers, probably one with just cash, one with cash and Kurt Zuma in the deal, and it'll be up to them to make a decision which one they want.
So we're gonna say we save money not buying on Haaland, all that dough layout. We save money now. Originally they said 130 on Lukaku. That's 115, probably even less. If they want straight cash, that's more money because no one's taking our players. I think Zuma's not going to want to go to Sevilla.
But he might
So
go to
just-
Atletico.
Yeah, well, I know, but it's sort of it's different, isn't it? Sevilla's in the Champions League, but Atletico Madrid are going to go into the Liga again.
So
That's what's
I'm
gonna
waiting.
happen, so.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Sal Niguez to get sold. I think that will bring in Zuma and Lacazette, and that'll open up another avenue for Tammy.
Is that the latest on Zuma?
Atletico was. I saw it in one place. I haven't seen it since.
I'm surprised Leicester are.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Leicester
now I
could
would
come
think that Leicester would, because he's £25 million, which is relatively cheap to bring in a replacement center back that will start for you on day one.
Yeah,
which he would, because Johnny Evans is out, Fafana is out. So who do they have? They have
Soyuncu.
Solanchu, and who else?
One.
I don't know.
An academy.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, so maybe you could see Zuma going to Leicester City for
sense.
And before you man head off, and head off as well. Yeah, big up you, man. Yeah, come on.
All right, Slim.
Take care,
Well,
Slim.
man. Take care.
Might drop
So-
the link in the chat as well, just before we end the stream.
There's a lot of options out there. There's going to be a lot of movement over the next 3 weeks. It's going to be mad. Really,
That's
it's
what
going to
I
be
mean.
mad.
Yes, it's so weird because our transfer doesn't even affect any Premier League club. Well, no, it will affect the Premier League because of who we bought, but usually it takes like a massive transfer or something to happen for it all to go through.
Queen.
Thanks for that, Father. Really appreciate that.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, thanks for that. Yeah.
England.
Yeah.
And all
Cheers
of
to that,
that.
Father. Yeah. Do you know you're not on mute when you sing? Yeah. Do you always forget about that?
Yeah, I'm about
No,
to put him on.
I'm just thinking. Like, I wish we are in Wembley right now.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, if we won the FA Cup.
I'm not. I wouldn't have been able to stream, so I'm.
No. I don't want us. I didn't want us to play this because we have a match on Wednesday.
Yeah.
And then a game on Saturday.
You do not need to waste
True.
players on this bummy friendly match.
Why do we have that though? Like, they couldn't schedule a Super Cup another day. Like, I mean,
Super Cup is always well, it depends really when we start our league. Really, Super Cup is always like early to mid August, something like that. It's always based around that time.
lucky good thing we're playing CP. Where are we playing at the bridge?
Yes. We
They
kick
got
off at Crystal
Amarte
Palace.
playing. So Amarte would be the starter.
Is he a midfielder?
Mhm. Who?
Oh, the one that
Marte?
disrespected our flag?
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, that dude.
I think he's a
And-
multi-purpose position player.
And Madison is in the squad, so Arsenal people are going to be quite
Grealish
crying.
is on the bench.
What, £100 million player on the bench?
Yeah.
Who?
Grealish.
Failed signing.
Well, yeah, but Man City has two academy players starting, and Rosie Palmer.
Well, they're therefore
that game's on, isn't it?
And
Is it on now?
Man City therefore sandbagging because that's the.
What
that's
channel
the-
is it on, guys?
ITV.
103.
ITV.
Yeah.
ESPN
What about
Plus.
Jester?
It's on ESPN.
For the Americans.
Man
Thanks,
City definitely
Chester.
sandbagging because Leicester defensive defense. They don't have
Literally went
anyone.
around all the channels, man. Damn it.
ESPN Plus in America.
Bro,
Okay,
we
man.
can't
I'll
even
give you
feel
Andrew
that when
Murphy,
we
man. I'm not
see
watching
them.
this, man. I'm not watching
These man can't even feel that the cold.
That's a good lineup for Leicester.
I hate their
literally,
away
dude.
uniform. Ugh. Man City's away uniforms look like trash. The shirt was nice, but their shorts.
What is this? The white
nice, I
kit.
can't lie.
The
Yeah, it's
shorts
the white one.
suck. The shorts suck though. I think they should have
What's the
gone with a
shorts?
different.
I'm trying to see. Like they're flipping showing this lineup shit. Let me see.
Yeah, the top actually looks, I mean, sweet, but the shorts are.
Wait,
Question for
what
you
color is
guys,
that? I'm so
though.
confused.
You see
We're
how
not gonna buy that. We're not gonna buy those short shirts.
I'm hella behind
We're
anyway.
not gonna buy.
Oh yeah, no, I just
no,
saying.
no.
I'm on laptop.
But listen, you see how like Tuchel sometimes tries that 4 at the back, like that 4-2-4.
Yeah.
Do you think we're actually gonna like now that even Lukaku's here? Do you think we're gonna go with that more often? Do you guys want to
Need the
continue?
6.
Against
I think we still
weaker
need it.
opposition, and if we're desperate in the game.
Yeah.
Because you can bump Koundé into the midfield
Yeah.
as a holding DM.
Mm.
Go to a back four, take off Jorginho, bring on another attacking player, and bam, you're in a 4-2-4.
We did it with Reese last year, didn't we?
What midfield?
Like
I think it was. I think it was only.
I think
one
maybe we did, but I don't know if it was a 4-2-4.
Like a plan B kind of
It
thing.
was, yeah, I think it was a
It was
4-3-3.
desperation.
I don't think we're
I
getting.
know
I
we
don't
did
think
that Villa.
Bertram. I don't think we're going for Bernardo Silva. if I'm being honest.
It's mad, yeah. Once you watch something
Bernardo
in 4K,
Silva.
yeah.
No, we got enough 10s and got enough wingers without adding another
He's
one.
playing this game. He's starting.
Bernardo
Sterling.
Silva.
I think so.
No, he's on the bench. He's on the
Is
bench.
he on the bench? Okay, I know I saw his
Yeah,
name.
yeah, the bench just popped up for me.
Yeah, Bernardo Silva
It's
wouldn't.
the
Yeah, I don't
bench
think he's
for
not the right
me.
profile.
Look at Ferran
He's a
Torres
wicket
playing the
for-
false 9. Ferran Torres is playing the false 9. Or center forward, whatever you want to say.
Yeah,
We
he's
broke
another
that.
one that's probably going to have a very interesting second season.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's telling you everything you need to know.
Yeah.
I've been rattled over Champions League final. He's over strikers entirely
So
now.
weird a match on ITV. Normally it's on BT.
It's the bench
Yeah, I wanted
for
on
me.
something different so I could put up my TV. Now I got to watch on here. I can't be asked.
I can't lie,
Shit,
yeah. I
TV
like
hot
how they've
3 minutes
done the
time
numbers for
before.
Man City.
Nah,
Yeah.
those numbers are horrible, man.
I don't know, man. I like it.
Ugh.
I haven't even seen the numbers. I haven't seen a close up of the full kit.
Mark
But yeah,
Goldbridge
probably
did
have a plan
a kit
on the
ranker.
stream anyway.
A what?
A
Oh,
kit
man.
ranker?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, I thought you called him a wanker.
A kid, I thought you just thought I said a kid wanker. Kit, K-I-T, kit. I want to clarify that. Kit ranker,
Oh, wow.
not a kid wanker.
Man,
So-
heard it here first.
You're mean, man.
Oh, I can't be bothered.
Y'all need to get out of the gutter, man.
Right, I'll
This
probably
one
end
isn't-
the stream here, but everyone that's been
don't-
locked in
don't end
to
it.
yet
No.
another amazing stream. Nearly a K of you watching us. That's ridiculous. Big up all you guys who've been locked in from the start. Big up all you guys who've been watching as well. Smash the like and subscribe button. And yeah, I feel like we'll. Has anyone got any other talking points? Or should we just send the stream?
No.
Uh,
I think
over
we're
there.
well in through.
You guys think
Yeah.
we're too
Cool, we'll end the
good.
stream then. Big
Put,
up
put your
everyone that's
stocks
locked
in
in.
Ziyech.
Smash like and subscribe button.
RLC, put your stocks in
The
RLC.
revolution will be televised. Romelu Lukaku at the bridge. Let's
He's
go.
coming home, man.
And as
We got
always,
you kit rankers.
we'll end
We
the
got you
stream
kit rankers.
with Big Rom. Smash the like and subscribe button. We're out. Up, Charles.
Oh,
Well